Yeah.
massive window behind Ikumi, and it looks out on that terrace.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. And then like right across the terrace from us was another big fancy new building. And inside that building we didn't realize it, but there's like a chapel.
Yeah.
And there was a couple in there doing like they were in their full kimonos and stuff. Maybe they weren't doing maybe it was their actual wedding.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were doing their wedding stuff over there. It was fun to watch.
Cool.
You're totally up.
Oh my god. Yeah, but shit is still buzzed. There we go. That looks a little better.
Did I turn the sound down?
Okay, let's see how this works.
6 people watching. My god.
Tom Box is here. Hey, Tom. Welcome. Good to see you, buddy.
Nice. I thought if anybody can help you in your making warp beasts of such, it'd be Tom Box.
Yeah, Tom is doing some chaos stuff of his own right now.
Wait, what? Who did? Symbio Joe.
That's Symbio Joe.
The same kind of response, Symbio Joe.
Symbio Joe, he's a one-trick pony, you know?
Like you're an old man who just stumbles into everything in life. What's this? What's going on?
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Sorry, I'm not on my normal setup. I'm trying to work on the dad's workbench.
Okay.
Because of, you know, which means I might have to go outside and get a chair at some point.
Okay. Well, why don't you get a chair right now?
That's a good point.
And I'll do some random chatting.
Yeah, you take care of folks.
Yeah, sure.
Can people hear Brother Pink okay?
Hi guys, it's me, Brother Pink.
Let us know in the chat.
Your audio is a little quiet. I see.
I can fix that, don't worry.
I can talk where my microphone is.
No, it's not you. It's because I got you on the other side of the room with the remote mic thing. So I just got to turn up your mic. That might be better. Try talking now.
Hi everybody. Welcome to the stream. Wonderful.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm going to go find a chair.
I
And...
think we lost. Okay, go. I think we lost Top Box. Oh no, maybe not. Hello, friend. Hello. Hi, everybody. So this is my birthday stream. I mean, it's a hobby stream, but it's my birthday stream. And right there, I could be talking louder also. It's 5:30 a.m. in Japan. So it's my birthday, and I can get whatever I want. So I thought, I'm going to force my brother to work on this Mhara Gal tainted Dreadnought that I asked him for a million years ago. I didn't pay him for it, so there's no reason for me to demand it. Yeah.
You don't have to pay me to demand something. Okay, I'm going outside now. Are you still there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Go for it.
I think part of the reason why it's hard to hear me is because it's 5:30 a.m. and I'm talking like a person at 5:30 a.m. should. Oh, thank you, Symbio Joe. Or Mr. Pink, just go. Anyways, thank you very much, Blip Mechanica. It's my birthday. Oh, Mr. Pink's not here. I could share a secret. I went and bought myself some orc models yesterday. One of the Underworld Shadespire orc crews, 3 dudes. Most recent orcs. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Happy birthday, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, good job. Happy birthday, brother. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Woo! It's a birthday party. It's a YouTube birthday party. So I'm gonna convert the leader of that 3-orc group. I'm gonna convert him into a war boss. So that'll be fun. Oh yeah, true. Symbio Joe says earthquake. There was an earthquake in Tokyo, level 6, I believe, last night around 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Very big earthquake. Apparently it hit where I am, but I didn't feel nothing. Yeah, pretty serious. Earthquake happened in Japan. But, yeah, well, actually in Tokyo, when an earthquake that big hits, it's insane. One of the hardest things is that anybody who's working, all this transit shuts down. And because it's Tokyo, nobody lives in Tokyo. If they're working in Tokyo, they all live outside of Tokyo with the express belief that they'll be able to take trains to and fro home. Well, when an earthquake like that happens, all the transit shuts down, and you get to go home, and then you're like, oh, I usually have an hour commute on a train, and now I have to walk home. This sucks. So my sister-in-law was in that situation when that big earthquake happened. Mr. Pink was actually in Japan for.
I was trying to get myself tea, but I realized it's too much of a pain in the ass, so I'm just going to drink beer.
Okay. Well, you do you. I got a donut and some milk here. A Mr. Doe donut. Hello? I can't hear you no more.
No, sorry, as I said, I'm working on my non-normal workspace, so all the shit that I need is not just, like, readily at hand. So I'm having to...
You can't just stay in Tokyo, or do people hate to leave? Can you just stay in Tokyo then, or do people hate to leave? Like, stay in Tokyo, live in Tokyo and work in Tokyo? You can't afford that. Or you just... Does it have sprinkles, my donut? No, it's an old-fashioned choco dip. It's better with coffee, but I didn't have time to make coffee yet, so it's with milk right now.
Alright, here's our beer. Barrel aged from single barrel. That seems redundant. 23.1. Oh my god, it's 10%? Maybe that's not our beer. That's a bit much. Ah, whatever.
John, you would imagine hotels are overrun, but actually some hotels in Tokyo are being used as COVID patient depositories. But I don't know. Maybe the hotels wouldn't fill up.
Okay, I think I'm finally almost set up. Sorry, I had to, like, my wife had dental surgery, so I had to go out and get stuff. Because she's not about to go get it. Sorry?
What surgery?
Dental.
Oh.
Yeah. She had to go... Can you hear me?
A bit.
A little bit? Yeah, she had to get dental surgery, so I'm the designated go-getter. So I kind of lost track of time, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta buy some groceries, but I have that stream thing right now, so I quickly ran out to get groceries, and then I came back, and I'm not really. I'm only partially prepared, but look, we got a guy.
Nice. Is that a melt-a-barrel also, I see?
So, oh god. This is me jumping up and getting shit from the other workstation.
Little bits. Nice.
So, yeah, as Brother Pink, thank you all for joining the stream. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Holy toot. Let's make it so I can see this thing.
Just the usual suspects.
The usual suspects. Well, we're glad to see him. I see a Kajan. I see a Blitz.
Earthquake in Tokyo, Nick?
Sorry? What's that?
Did you hear there's an earthquake in Tokyo?
I didn't hear it was in Tokyo. I thought it was like off the east coast. like kind of just south of Fukushima. He was in Tokyo?
Okay, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said there was no tsunami, so I was like not that worried.
Hey, it was pretty big though.
Yeah, 7.1. I heard that is pretty big.
Oh, actually, as it happened, we were told 6, but maybe it.
No, Japan has a different system. The world measures it in one way, and Japan measures it a different way. So outside of Japan, it was a 7.1, but in Japan, it was like a 6 or something. I'm assuming it's scaled because everyone's so badass and used to earthquakes in Japan that they're like, that's that one. Come on, I wouldn't call that a 7. That was more of a 6.
Right.
But you guys were talking earthquakes?
Yeah.
Fun topic.
Coming up with conspiracy theories with only partial information on the stream.
Oh, can we not?
About
Can we not
your
do that?
your wife needing dental surgery after a slight disagreement. That's awful.
What?
Nothing. Little bits.
Okay, yeah, that's not really funny. Yeah, I see Symbio Joe. Oh man, Tom's here. That's good. We saw that earlier. Spookiest Boneman's here. Peter Ampson. I feel like we have a lot of the NID usual suspects, but today is not a NID stream, as Brother Pink noted. Oh, let's see what's going on with this camera thing. Hold on a second. Let's try that again.
Little bits.
I don't get the little
Now
bits
that white
joke.
stuff, is that sticky tack or that's actual epoxy?
That is actual epoxy. 100% pure epoxy fix-it.
Wonderful.
Do you need to have your audio on YouTube? Because I can hear it.
What? I don't. You
don't?
shouldn't.
Then what the hell am I hearing? Didn't you do this before?
There's-
Where you're like, I don't have my audio on, I swear, and you did?
You're probably hearing my headphones, maybe. Sure.
Wow.
Like, I'm wearing headphones.
That's some powerful
I can turn the
headphones.
sound of my headphones down.
Clearly you're wearing some
but-
Beats. Okay, where's my settings? Sec.
Is that
Here we go.
Mhara's robot?
Here,
body?
we'll give you a look. So here's your robot so far, Brother Pink. Mostly use the Contemptor body that you gave me. Got some legs from some Admech something or other.
The walker? The, like, Strider?
Yeah, something like that. Got the lower legs from the Contemptor again. Got hooves from that Nurgle thing, that big Nurgle thing.
Yeah.
Same deal on the other side. He's got some bell bottoms going on because his hooves are just so big they're just like busted out of his normal Dreadnought legs. Got a little resin Dreadnought pack on the back because that's cute. And then yeah, all the white stuff is not sticky putty. This is Fix It. So I had him in a bunch of different pieces, but in order to be able to like meaningfully work on him today, I figured I should probably reinforce him and have him somewhat assembled so I could sculpt in other detail. So I hurriedly slapped some Fix It. These are just like pins underneath, but I got some Fix It in there to kind of steady him. And I think he stands. Yeah, he stands. Look at that.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to shove something under his foot?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna have to screw him up like I did with Marco stuff. Like he legit just stands on the base. Yeah, so his one arm is gonna be the crazy, amazing forgefiend plasma cannon thing that you sent. And for his other one, I found a very special piece. This is a plasma something or other from Titanicus, which I've kind of flared out at the end by making it more triangular. I put a spacer in the bottom, and I got to get some claws on it. And I've got like a Nurgle arm working in here, and some fleshy bits. Yeah, so that's him so far. But I guess he's getting close.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is a little low. I wish I'd mounted this higher, but whatever.
Did you have any trouble with that arm?
With what arm?
That Nurgle arm.
Well, it's hollow. It's just like, because it's like
Okay.
two halves, and then you put the halves together. So,
Yeah.
hold on a sec. No, that's not good. That's too So I just took the well, I had some trouble last night. I posted in my story that I was trying to glue these barrels. Like I glued them into this weird. Hold on a sec. I should just move myself because the camera's not in the best position. So I glued them together up here, and I got the spacer in down here. But then I tried to glue this assembly back onto this assembly, and then glue the arm in. And I started with plastic glue, which was a mistake. If you want to get something done quick, use oh, what have I done? Why am I hiding comments? One sec, let me fix something.
No worries.
If you want to get something done quick, use super glue. I mean, if you want to get it done right, use plastic glue. But if you don't have enough contact points for the plastic glue, it's not good. Oh, for fuck's sake, hold on. There we go. Get that out of here. There we go.
Peter Hampson, the thing that you got a hold of, Nighthawk 3-pack of Night of Shreds. Is that like a special, is that a special GW offer, or you pulled it up on eBay, or it was one of those weird UK magazine conquest things? How'd you get a hold of those models? Padlock swingy boys are ace.
I don't get that. What's Tom talking about?
Oh, actually, before I left work on Friday, I did some more work on my sump croc.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the greater sump croc. I was doing an activity with 3 kids using paper clay.
Yeah.
And my sump croc is basically made out of paper clay. It's a cardboard model that you glue together. And then I was just going to layer paper clay on top of that to make it look all sumpy and stuff. So I've got all these bits that I kind of set up to be garbage stuck on the back of this thing. So I slopped it up. It's like I'd already put paper clay on its underbelly, and I had dried and hearted it on its legs. But when the kids left, I pulled it out and did the back of it. And it looked really, really good. But at the same time, the moisture of the paper clay started to dissolve it, and the tail fell off. But
oh no!
We'll see what happens when I come back on Monday.
That sucks.
It should be fine.
Here's hoping. All
yeah,
right.
Gonna use the lantern for an icon for my sister's NQ28 project, and the 2 smaller ghosties as floaty sinister cyborg cherub things. Not sure on Ghost Horse. Magazine thing, hatchets, paperwork, partworks. We have those in Japan, actually, like weird boxes where you buy a little bit every week. I was like, oh sweet, they'll have the conquest ones in Japan. Nope. Only there's a.
Is it only in the UK?
Snoop.
Those conquest things?
Yeah, I think so. But that type of partwork magazines or whatever, we have that in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Right now, there's a campaign about Snoopy where you get all these little bits, and you get one figurine, and then if you get all these little partworks, you make this massive display case of Snoopy figures.
Cool. Yeah, I guess it might be like a publishing thing or a distribution thing or something like that they're only doing in the UK.
It's probably just that there's so much demand in the UK and nowhere else.
Maybe, I don't know. It seems like it could be that they also feel like they shot themselves in the foot. They're like, damn, this is just too cheap.
But that's how they made it. I don't think they regret it.
Well, it might be that they did it and it was successful, so they're doing it in the UK, but if they put it everywhere in the world, then they're just going to be giving away Space Marines for super cheap.
Conquest is all of Europe, so that Partwork magazine is all Europe.
Oh, it's a different magazine that they jumped on?
What?
I thought they made their own magazine and it was the Conquest thing, but what's this Partworks thing?
Yeah, well, it's the company that does it, the distribution company, right?
Oh.
The way that they get it on all the magazine, where they get it, the way they get it, where they sell it.
Yeah.
Right? They don't sell it in their own store; they sell it everywhere else.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to ask you your
Peter Hampson.
Boyo, I wanted to ask you your thoughts. Craig?
On. Yes,
on
my phone's on.
on like well, first of all, on like his head posing. Because hold on, let me change this one sec. Oh, what have I done? How the fuck did I do that? Hold on a sec.
Sure.
You probably can't see it yet anyway.
Nope, not yet.
Just adjusting the there. Okay, let's try this. So right now, in terms of posing, like he fits on the base, barely.
That's the first.
Oh wait, I could put something
I've
under
ever
his foot.
seen Conquest in Germany.
I could put a piece of cork under his foot, make him a little jaunty. But his pose right now, it's pretty upright.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know that I love that because I wanted him to be kind of like bent forward with his head. Like if you look at his torso and the angle of his mouth, he's kind of like leaning back, and like this thing's not actually attached. I just kind of filled it in, but at first I wanted him to be kind of like barreling his chest forward and like screaming out, but it doesn't really look like that's happening with the pose that I'm figuring out here. He's pretty upright.
Right.
I'll show you what that looks like without the gun, without the face. So he's pretty upright, and he's got this thing, which is kind of like he's not attacking with it. It's just kind of like off to the side. His one.
Yeah, I like that.
Forgefiend cannon, and then the idea is that he's like bringing his other one to bear, his big honkin' Titan cannon. So I'm probably gonna mount this shoulder a little higher. I don't like how low that is. I realize you're seeing this all in delay.
Yeah, I don't mind how low it is, but it's up to you. Whatever.
Well, maybe it's okay. The thing I was worried about is that like when you look at it like this with the two arms and like this arm being where it is, like maybe that's okay, but then when you slap the head on there, I feel like it's very like high for where the shoulder is.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Well, one thing I thought of is that inside of that mouth, the spiny mouth.
Yeah.
What about putting a human face?
Ooh, that'd be gross.
And then you can make the human face positioned. It doesn't matter where the mouth is positioned. Where the human face is where it's looking, right?
Because like the thing that we could do. Okay, Tom, if you're around, I want your opinion on this too. Screaming over the top. What's he saying?
I don't know.
He says screaming OOT. So right now, like I was thinking of mounting the head like kind of in this neck area, right? So kind of above this gorget-looking thing on the armor.
Yeah.
It could be like further forward, like it could be like a chest head kind of thing, where it's kind of like spilling over the front of the gorget, which makes it less because like when it's up here, it's kind of tall. It kind of feels like a head on his shoulders, whereas I think here it looks kind of more bestial. You'll see it in a second.
Yeah.
So kind of low, like kind of between the shoulders. Actually, I kind of like that. Yeah, so it's kind of like I can give it like more of a neck sort of thing, so it's kind of leaning forward.
Right.
Because otherwise, like,
thing...
yeah. I feel like that kind of extends the threat forward a bit. Like I feel like when it's back here, it's too upright.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I do like it forward. The one thing is, you've got that chest piece there. You might be obscuring the detail you left on there, but hey, whatever.
Well, the thing is, like, this detail down here will still be apparent, and then there's details on either side of the Hold on.
The one also problem I thought is that you'd have to make more detail on the back shoulder, right? But I like it.
Oh, I don't mind that. So I have ideas for the back shoulder. Hold on, let me get this up close.
Tom Box approves lungy forward head works better. I agree.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so lungy forward, because like even when he's lungy forward, you can still see like this armor detail here, and like I can make it this armor detail here. So I'll make it kind of like a neck thing that's kind of like extending over. Yeah, I like that better because I feel like he's just too tall like this.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's just too tall like this.
Now, I have a question about the, what is it, the fluff around the model.
Tell me about the fluff, because I don't really know it.
Well, no, that chest piece that you picked, the upside down contemptor bit.
Yeah.
In your mind, is it actually upside down, or is it?
No, it's
just
right way up.
Okay. Because there's that filigree on the bottom there, and I was like, should I write something upside down on it, or no?
You
or
mean like
would
this
you have
thing's
it written upside down?
this thing's so fucked up that it flipped everything backwards?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that would look kind of stupid.
No, I think like I meant for it to look like it's the right way.
Okay, cool.
Not upside down.
Cool.
But yeah, the contemptor body just works well when you flip it around.
Yeah.
I pulled a Tom box. I took a bit. I turned it backwards.
Very Tom box.
Yes. A little bit Hydra, a little bit Tom box.
The devil duck IE or II. Hello.
What?
Lungy forward head 2 also would give an opportunity for a nice spinal detail on the back.
So who said that?
That was Peter Hampson.
Peter knows me so fucking well. So when I was planning to have it here, I was planning to do a spinal detail like through there, but that wasn't very much space. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll have the spinal detail like start down below and like cover over the power pack on the back. But I feel like that's like obliterating the nice detail on this power pack. So with lungy forward, I can start the spinal column like between the two jets or vents on the power pack.
Okay.
And kind of bring it through here and connect up. And then just do some like general musculature spilling out around the sides.
Right. Tom Box's comment of flip yo shit has been blocked for
thank you.
approval.
I will allow Tom to flip his shit. Oh, that is not the right window. Fuck.
The funniest thing is that this thing only catches the word shit, I think. If
No,
you say fuck, it'll come. No?
People will say like some weird things and it'll flag them. It's not just shit. But you're right that they're like, I feel like people have sworn and it hasn't flagged them.
But maybe it detects. There's a funny thing of the word fuck, right? If you use it in a certain way, it's offensive.
Really?
There's like, it's a verb, it's a noun, it's a noun.
Yeah, but I think it's always
small things.
A swear word.
Because Tom Box said it. Kajan says, if you line up the shoulder guard's lower edge with the center of the shoulder joint, it might give it a more brutish look.
The shoulder
shoulder
what?
Guard is less a shoulder and more like a Space Marine pauldron.
What? I don't know if I follow that.
Okay. Blitz Mechanica is people to try out the filter or the flagging mechanism.
Okay. Yeah, I think I like the head forward with like the lower arms like this. It looks a little more brutish or whatever. So, is there anything I need to know about Krav Maga? Like about the fluff for this thing?
The Melta or the plasma guns, they don't overheat.
There's no Melta, right? It's just plasma.
You can do Melta.
I don't want Melta, I just want plasma. Oh, you mean you can...
So
it's an option.
His options are a close combat weapon with an inbuilt Hellstorm Death Spitter. It's a bolter. It's a Chaosy bolter. And then there's a Twin Link multi-melta option. And then the other option is those plasma death things. What are they called?
Is plasma death thing what you...
Incinerate Hellforge Plasma Incinerators.
Is that what you were hoping for?
Yeah. I want the plasma. I want dual plasma, but I thought I'd ask you to magnetize it.
Magnetize it?
But I think we're well past that point. Don't worry about that.
I think we're well past magnetics.
Even though everybody says the dual plasma is stupid, or any of the plasma is stupid. Most people say run it close combat-y.
Well, I do want to put some claws on the end of the guns, so that can represent your close combat shit.
No worries. Do whatever the hell you want. I'll just forge my own narrative and say, those aren't plasmas, those are close combat weapons.
Well, the one kind of looks like a claw already. Like, this one looks like a big chompy maw.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
I opened my iPad and I'm right on the right page. I'm almost on the right page. Where
because you were preparing. Good man.
I wasn't preparing. It's just that every time I look at there we go. Yeah. Weapon options are either a multi-melta, a twin-linked autocannon, or a twin-linked las cannon. Or,
Man, twin-linked autocannon.
Plasma
That's
cannon. Yeah.
Okay.
Tainted power claw with an inbuilt cursed death spitter, but cursed is spelled C-U-R-S''E.
So, are you saying it's a death spitter or a death spitter?
Spit.
What? It's got a Tyranid weapon?
Oh. No, cursed bolt spitter, sorry.
I was gonna say. You've been hanging out with us Tyranid kids for too long.
Spitter. But, in the army list I made, this guy is just the heavy support. Like, he needs those plasmas because nobody else has anything that powerful. And he's got a really cool rule that lets him just walk through walls.
What?
But the way... Yeah.
Because he's a fucking demon.
Yeah, but he's... Like, everyone acknowledges that he's basically only meant for playing in Zone Mortalis. If you played him on a battlefield, that like he just doesn't work.
Why?
Can't go in a Dreadnought drop pod, and therefore it's hard to get him into Assault, and everyone says he's just good at Assault.
Oh, okay.
The best thing to use it for. It's really good at getting close to people. Like, if a Psyker gets too close to it, they go crazy. It's just got all these cool rules.
That's pretty badass. So, have you seen the crazy Dreadnoughts that Tom's been making?
Yeah, I love Tom's stuff.
Yeah, he's like going nuts with the Dreadnought. Like, I don't know, Dreadnought, forgefiends. Basically, if the Chaos Codex has a demon engine, Tom's making a terrifying version of it. And if you don't follow Tom on Instagram, he's Bits of Box. Bits of Box. So you should definitely check that out.
I wanted to tell you.
Yeah?
Let's read some comments first.
Yeah?
Shit, flip yo table. I would say hold it like that and move it up half a centimeter. But by the time you read this,
okay, let's try this.
Simio Joe, I only want plasma. This is why we can't have nice things. Plasma is cool though. Well, actually, it's very hot. This plasma cannon doesn't overheat. Warp Fire Plasma Cannon. Strength 8, AP2. Range 36. Seems Ford World got rid of the Dread Claw. That sucks. What rules are you using there, Brother Frank Helbrute? And thanks too. Oh yes. I will have to have one for other conversions. It's going to be a Warhammer 30k rule set.
Otherwise known as Horus Heresy?
Horus Heresy, yeah.
All right.
So my idea for your legitimate salvage stickers, Mick?
Yeah.
Put them on. So right now in Japan, all the washrooms have those signs on the urinal that's between the two urinals. That says like, "Do not use this urinal, and you'll be safely spaced out."
Yeah.
I think that if you start putting those legitimate salvage stickers on all urinals that are like closed down
for COVID.
Right. Yeah, I think that's legitimate salvage, right? Nobody needs it. You can legitimately salvage it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can. So you want me to scan it and then you're gonna print it there?
Yeah, sure. I'll stick it on a toilet.
Do you know where you can print some stickers? Or are you just gonna?
I was just gonna print it on paper, laminate it, and then stick it with some tape.
Hot. Don't get caught.
Well, it wouldn't matter. I'm not doing anything wrong. They have a laminated sign already taped to the urinal. So
You're putting graffiti up.
Somewhere else on the urinal. What?
You're putting graffiti up. The Japanese may not be too thrilled.
But it's not really graffiti because it's not a sticker even. It's just a laminated sign with some tape on the back. It wouldn't be hard to remove, and it wouldn't damage anything. They'll be stuck to a ceramic surface as well.
I think you're underestimating the Japanese ability to get mad at foreigners for doing things that aren't really that annoying.
I know, but we'll see.
All right, well, I can get you a scan of it.
Wonderful.
Because I don't think you can buy it
Wars,
anymore.
where's-
I think it's I think it is limited edition only for the Kickstarter.
Right. My typical great question for this chat or whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, like, in some state or in the United States, you get sworn in and you're supposed to put your hand on a Bible or whatever religious text it is. But I was like, well, for me, a religious text wouldn't have that much meaning. I'm not that much of a religious person. So I was like, well, what would be a good book to have myself sworn in on? If you could choose, like, any book that has really big importance to you to kind of, oh, this is my swearing in book, what would it be? I asked that to our mother, and she said, a dictionary. It's like, what the hell? That's the blandest thing ever.
It's because she loves words. She's being
Okay.
fancy and intellectual.
I think she's trying to pick something on par with the Bible, but
Maybe.
like I thought, like just a novel, a book you like, a book that has deep personal significance. This question goes out to all in the chat. What's a book you would want to be signed in on? Right?
Sworn
You put
in.
your hand on. You'd lose all those religious people's votes if you did that. Good point.
What was your answer?
What?
What was your answer?
My answer?
Yeah.
Skin of the Lion.
Ooh, nice pick.
Either that, also for my favorite book of all time, Stars My Destination.
So that is your favorite book of all time?
Stars My Destination?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Wow, I didn't realize you loved it quite that much.
Sorry, yeah, I should have thought. Well, I always talk. I think
You always talk about
I'm
it.
just always talking about it, but I love that book. The
But, like-
Necronomicon. Good choice, Tom Box.
Oh, that is creepy. You could always
Pirates of Annie. Okay, that's Jade Finch.
What was that?
Papyrus of Annie.
Oh.
Peter Hampson is the Top Gear alternative highway code, or Dick Dastardly, How to Be Dastardly. I don't really hold any individual book in enough regard for the pledge to mean that much. Kajan, what about like a third edition Chaos Codex or
Tyranids. Go Tyranids.
fourth-
Second edition Tyranid
Yeah.
Codex for Kajan.
There you go.
What do you think,
Oh,
Kajan?
yeah. Blue or West Viaduct is featured in the book. Yes, it is. That's kind of why I love it so much, to be honest. And the Toronto Water Filtration Plant. Yeah. Blitz Mechanic, have you ever done a tour of the Toronto Water Filtration Plant? They open it up for doors open every year. It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, that is like...
Designed by Ronald C. Harris. Symbio Joseph's Mordheim Core Rulebook. That's awesome.
That's pretty metal.
Symbio Joe. Galactic Pot Healer by Philip K. Dick. Okay, that's spooky as Bone Man. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody. Terry Pratchett Making Money. That's Symbio Joe.
Nice. Can you guess what... You know what mine is, right?
The Expanse.
Oh, no.
No.
American Gods.
American Gods, okay.
Which
Yeah.
would probably piss some people off.
No, I think any kind of, what's that Sandman author's name?
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman would be, pretty good for you.
No, I mean, like, it would pit... If someone came to you and was like, you need to swear on the Bible, and I was like, well, I'm not going to swear on the Bible, but I'll swear on this thing called American Gods. Like, that feels heretical.
Actually, if they're like, you have to swear on a Bible, like, let me bring my own Bible. And I have that really funny edition of Life of, what is it?
Oh,
Gospel According to Biff.
yeah.
It really looks like a Bible. Yeah, it's a good book. It's a great book.
That's the guy who wrote the crazy book about the whales, right?
Yeah.
More or something?
The Gospel According to Biff, it's really good. And at one point, they get, like, Jesus and his best friend Biff get trained by some random monk from another country. And then I think Biff has this sword that's like a glass sword.
Yeah.
And also the monk is like having having sex with him. It's such a weird book. I
What
love
the hell?
it. It's a great book.
Christopher Moore or something? What was that guy's name?
Yeah, that's him. Not yet. Probably not this year because of COVID.
Who dat?
Touring the water filtration plant.
Oh,
Mr. Bing, have
gotcha.
you toured the water filtration plant?
Of course, yeah. We read In the Skin of a Lion in high school,
Oh,
and
right.
our field trip
You
was to
went
go to
down.
the...
And you measured things in a tiny girl in your class, right?
What?
There was a girl in your class, and you had to like give the measurements of things. So you would like make her stand up against it, and you're like, okay, you're about 1 meter tall, so that's like.
I
6
did?
of 2, and you sort of made what?
I told you the story?
Yeah.
I don't remember doing
Great
this,
story.
but I don't doubt that
really?
it's something I could do.
I don't know the name of the girl.
That's
oh
fine.
shit, Adam Weir's here.
Oh, Adam, hey, buddy.
Blitz Mechanica would swear on his 29th edition of the Machinery Handbook. It would be the Bible of Machinists. Oh, I didn't know Blitz Mechanica is a machinist.
Blitz Mechanica does tool and die stuff, man.
Okay, fuck, man. In another life, Blitz Mechanica, we would have done our apprenticeship together. But if its favorite book is, then it would be Beast of Heavy by Victor Collar. Tom Box, choose to swear in on the Peppa Pig 2018 calendar. That's like that's the worst thing you could say, Tom Box. Peppa Pig is like, my God.
My friend's daughter's obsessed with it.
There's a really funny video online of this birthday party in France, and it's this kid's birthday, and his grandfather gives him Mein Kampf, and the dad's like, "You fucking idiot! He likes Minecraft, not Mein Kampf."
Oh, I've seen
How
that.
did you even get this book?
I've seen that.
What? You seen it?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Blood Meridian, maybe, for Adam Weir. Beast of Heaven by Victor Kahler. Can't type properly. Beast of Heaven, sorry. Blitz Mechanica, that's why my first army was Admech, and my chosen username. Damn. Still, Peppa Pig 2018, like the only thing you could worst thing you could say of Peppa Pig is like, I want to be sworn in on a Caillou DVD.
Why does everyone hate Caillou so much?
Oh my, have you ever watched an episode of Caillou?
No. I've watched an episode of Peppa Pig. It wasn't so bad.
But Peppa Pig is like a monster of a person.
I've watched several episodes of Peppa Pig. The kid would not stop watching them.
Okay. Well, that's the weird thing about Peppa Pig and Caillou is that kids cannot get enough of it, and the main character is just such a bratty person. Like, the behavior that they show is just awful.
Not the kind of thing your
Like,
kid wants?
One of the problems with Caillou is he's meant to be actually, like, very, very little, so that makes sense he'd be so whiny, but in the show they aged him up to 4 years old, I think.
Yeah.
And if a 4-year-old is acting like that, they're a fucking brat.
But like Peppa Pig, I feel like when she's a shit, they like teach her she's a shit. They're like, Peppa, you're a shit. You need to not be a shit.
But like, nah.
I've seen that.
Oh,
Okay.
Caillou is a kind of an annoying dick. He's very annoying. And so like, I used to work with kids with autism in Toronto, and one of the kids I worked with, he was way too old to be watching Caillou still, and like Caillou was his god, and he was just imitating Caillou's behavior all the time.
Uh-oh.
And it was like, fuck, you should have never watched the show. If it were a Warhammer book, it would probably be How to Make War Games Terrain. I absolutely love that book. That's a great book. Does that book have like cardboard cutouts to make terrain too in it?
What?
I just confused it with Grissu. How to Make War Games Terrain. It was like, I think it's an old GW book. It was like a red cover, and on the cover it's all these little images of different terrain you can make.
Cool.
I think it came with like pop-out cardboard bunkers that you would put together. Some of the first GW cardboard terrain.
I've never heard of that book.
Just search it. Once you see it, it'll like flush your head with memory. Flood your head with memories.
All right, so back to this guy.
Like, why doesn't GW make a book like that anymore?
Because they can sell you terrain. Why would they teach you how to make it yourself?
True.
They got all this nice plastic
I'm really
terrain they want you to
struggling
buy.
to think of a book I love enough to use in this way. A lot of the books I love because of when and where I read them, not the contents of the book themselves. For me, Skin of the Lion is like a me, Mr. Pink, and Dad thing. We all kind of read it at one point. That's one of the earliest books I can think of that we were all like, "This is a great book. You should read it. This is a great book. You should read it." And we were all, yeah. And
Well,
it's also about where we live. And
I
stuff
think
like
I
that.
read it because it was prescribed in our high school English curriculum.
Did you read it before Dad, or Dad had already read it?
I think Dad had already read it because I remember seeing the book kicking around and not understanding the cover. Like the cover is, well, the cover we had was like this illustration of dudes like riveting a bridge or something, but it looked like they were fighting.
Okay.
I didn't really understand what the hell it was.
The one I have is a guy getting his arm put back in the socket.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking of and I'm misinterpreting?
No, my copy I stole from the high school.
Oh, good work.
I was a little prick. Why did I do that?
All right, I need to find some like claws for this guy.
I would pick the Gorka Morka rulebook. There's a Devil Duck. There's a Spanish group that took Gorka Morka rules and joined them to Warcry rules. I think
That's
it's called
cool.
Gorka Warcry or something. It's pretty cool. Check it out. The book he thinks everyone should read is The Wave by Todd Strasser. The Wave by Todd.
If I had to pick a Warhammer book, it would be the second edition Tainted Codex because that thing is beautiful.
Okay. Not one of your Jess Goodwin art books?
Oh, you bastard. Know me better than I know myself.
Actually, no. Those second edition books are really cool.
As is
What's
the
one
art
with
book.
the yellow kind of Blood Angel cover on it?
Oh, Angels of
Is
Death?
it the War Gear one? No. There's a second edition book that came in the box that it was like War Gear or something.
Yes. It's just called War Gear, and it has all the guns and stuff.
That book's awesome.
It also had
That book's awesome.
the Inquis Imperialis or whatever, or I don't know, the thing that had the list of all the. I don't know if they were army lists or if it was just like fluff about the different races, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll sculpt some neck on this
Clean
guy.
your tools. What was it? I'm making some terrain at work right now. With,
Yeah.
some stuff I cap. And, Mark Gibbons is greater than Jess Goodwin.
Lies. Well, the thing is that
Mark Gibbons' artwork is really good. Jess Goodwin just does amazing concept work.
yeah,
Everything comes from.
they're different. Like I wouldn't say that they're the same kind of artist. Like Jess, you're right, does concept art, and it's beautiful. It's perfect. Mark Gibbons does like illustrative work within the Warhammer.
Mark Gibbons. I like Mark Gibbons' work, but who's the guy? He passed away recently.
Wayne
He had a
England.
Very unique. Wayne England? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking of.
he is like the look of Warhammer for me. Like not this John Blanche bullshit. Like Wayne England. Yeah, he's the dude.
Yeah. I love his angles, the way he does faces. They're so cool. They're so iconic.
Agreed.
And his skulls. His skulls are so cool. But
Yeah.
like he just does a. Yeah. Oh, but they're all great. Everybody has their place, right? All these guys
Yeah.
kind of their vision of what the Warhammer universe is built what we have today. Reminds me, I need to see if I can track down the 2 Realms of Chaos books.
Everyone talks about
the second
these.
one is pretty full. What?
Everyone talks about these Realm of Chaos books. I've never seen them. Have you ever seen them?
You haven't? Age of Darkness and the other one?
No. Where have you seen them?
They recently did a re-release of them too.
Oh shit. Well, I didn't realize.
Limited re-release, but you're not a Chaos guy. Shots fired. Now I'll hear nothing against John Blanche, but Wayne England was awesome too. Oh, actually, John Blanche is a cool dude. Very cool dude, and I do like his art style.
He's fine. I'm just not crazy.
No, not the Horror Heresy. In the Necromunda community, he reached out to this one guy who does these cool boards, and he's like, "Hey, can I commission you to make me a board?" And the guy's just like,
No, really?
"It's John Blanche." Yeah,
That is cool.
John
Awesome.
And then the guy's like, "Listen, you don't have to pay for anything. Can I just get a?" Or I don't know if the guy requested John Blanche do a picture, a painting, or whatever, or what. But then it like evolved from there, and instead of the guy doing the work for him, getting the picture done, they like put it up to the community or some sort of you get to make a donation to something and then you can get entered into a draw. Anyways, John Blanche did a portrait of somebody.
Cool. Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah, and he got some cool terrain boards out of it.
So to be clear, I don't hate John Blanche. What I don't like is that, okay, so his art style doesn't really speak to me. Like, it works in a way, but I feel like so many people idolize it, and they're like, this is what Warhammer 40k should be. And, like, there's some assiness within the Blanchitsu community and all that, and a little bit of elitism, and, like, there's a group of people who became, like, the John Blanche BFF club or whatever, and I have no time for that shit, but, like, I think he's a fine artist. He's just not my favorite. Like, that's not my favorite style. And I get that it's a very evocative style, especially for, like, portraying the grim dark, but it concerns me that some people seem to see, like, his is, like, the only viable depiction of Warhammer 40k universe, which I completely disagree with.
Well, actually, when I think
that's not his fault, though. He's not involved in that.
John
Just people...
Blanche and those other guys and Jez Goodwin just draws models, right? He just draws one thing. He doesn't draw, like, he doesn't make these paintings. Or
no,
he's
done some. He's done some. Like, in that one of the books that I have, he has, like, there's an Eldar scene, I think, that he did, but it's not as common that he does that stuff. You're right that he mostly does concept sketches. I can go get it out if you want.
Kajan has the German version of the Realm of Chaos books.
Nice.
Back in the day. The future is bright. The future is bright. The future is orange. John Blanche.
Because everything's orange.
I think the Realm of Chaos books, they were like codex scale size books, but they were novels with a lot of artwork in them.
They also had rules. Like, there was, like, this generator for making demons that they used for that Ink 28.
That's kind of the thing I liked about that old second edition stuff, is that you get this big-ass book, and a lot of it was just black and white artwork, and these rules, and a lot of reading, whereas I feel that nowadays, everything is just so, I don't know, streamlined. Like, the pages of written stuff, they're not just black and white paper. It's like, I don't know.
What, it's too nice?
Back in my day, things were better.
Well, it's well designed now, and, like, the codexes are full color.
And very different from sketches he often does. At least I think I do. The Realm of Chaos books were novels, right? I heard that. We're talking rule books. You missed the O at the front range. I'm so confused. I'd agree on that. I really like his art style, but in my opinion, there is no one look for 40k. That said, I do quite like painting in a John Blanche style just because it's quite fun to do. Good point. Good point, Peter Hampson.
Who's that other one? Adrian Wood or something? He's also got a very, like, kind of evocative, messy, kind of grim style. Is that his name? There was, like, a 28 mag contest where he judged it or something, and people had to make art based on, or models based on his art. Is that the guy?
I don't know that guy.
You know who would know all this shit? Where's Darth Bob when we need him? He's like Mr. Warhammer artist stuff. Adrian Smith. There we go.
Adam Ware's here.
Yeah, we already did that. Hi, Adam.
So, you want to keep the maw just a maw, or what do you think about my idea about sticking a little grubby face in there?
I don't understand how that would work. That would feel too much like a Hellbrute. I don't really love it.
Okay.
Because then it's like, I've got this giant maw, I'm going to eat you. Oh, there's a little head inside. Hi.
Well, it's a Dreadnought, right? And there's a person interred in the Dreadnought.
Well, I had the little...
interred in the Dreadnought.
An initial concept I had is that I have that Space Marine head off of the Contemptor, and I was going to, like, make it look like the bottom of the Space Marine helmet was cracking open, and this maw was coming out of that.
No, I don't do that. I think this is better.
But then I put the maw together with this piece, and it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
No, that's fine.
So did I tell you they're tearing down our neighbor's house?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing this, because if we weren't doing this, I would be the crazy old lady in the bathrobe peeking through the curtains, creeping on him.
Right. of noises, eh?
Yeah, it's been pretty bangy today, but they're probably gonna make it into a monster house, and then we won't get any sunlight after like 1 p.m.
Well, you do have a massive pine tree in front of your house too.
No, but that's to the north.
Okay, I see.
Anyway, we'll see. It'll be fine.
But think of it this way: if it's tall enough and a tree falls, it'll catch the tree for you.
It's not. That's not where the annoying trees are. But
Okay.
we'll see. My main thing I'm worried about is that that walkway between our houses on his side.
Yeah.
We actually use that now. Like we use that to get in the backyard all the time. So I'm worried they're gonna like gum that up with crap, and we're not gonna be able to get at it. And I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they shouldn't be able to though. This property line, right?
True. We'll see.
Do you step onto his property line to get to the back?
Well, that path is like so narrow that technically we're on
It
both
is quite
properties
narrow, you're right.
when we're using it.
But it might also be that thing where they have to build within the walls of his old house because if
Yes.
they don't, they have to.
I'm not worried
respect
about that.
the
I'm worried about them
new-
putting like scaffolding to work on the walls
Right.
of the existing house and just like
Right.
filling
But
that
that would
walkway
still
with
be
it.
temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we should read comments. So I checked the Realm of Chaos books. I have the ISBN, but I do not think that is what we were talking about. Anyways, T has been acquitted again. Oh no. But
What?
Moscow Mitch gave a 30-minute speech saying
What are we talking
he
about?
didn't instill the riot. That he did instill the riot. That he did instill the riot. Trespassing, eh?
Don't care. Let's talk about something else. I'm so beyond giving a shit about that because the Republican Party can't give a shit, so whatever.
I love the stretchy skin you're sculpting on there, man. It looks awesome.
That's great because you're never going to see it because it's going to be like underneath the head.
But it looks like So let's talk about painting here. You want to paint it? I'm gonna paint it.
I'm not going to paint it.
You're not.
Paint a Space Marine? No, I'm just making it for you.
I thought you wanted to paint it.
Did I?
I'll do it. I thought you told me, hey, would it be all right if I painted the Mhara Gal for you? And
I
said,
may
fine.
have been high when I said that. Interesting. Well,
it's gonna be the armor is gonna be that Wordbearer Ready Brown.
yeah,
I finally found a Ready Brown I like.
good.
Yeah. What about the flesh, Mr. Bank? What do you think the flesh? Like I was gonna do it like a flesh color.
Well, I think on the actual model, the flesh is like a pinkish flesh.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if you did like a bluish flesh, it would look more like gross, and it would also contrast against the red. Like not super blue, but like a pale flesh that has like a bluish tint to it. Because pink is just more red, right?
Well, pink on red would look pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
Flesh is so hard for me, and like one thing I'm gonna try to do is
Use
learn how to do
contrast.
flesh on my Goliaths, and then I was just like, well, I'll use that on this. Boom, bing, bang, boom.
Contrast paint will just like instant flesh it for you.
What?
Use contrast paint.
I can't use contrast.
Why not?
I recently tried to use it on a BattleTech mini,
Yeah.
and something happened. I don't know if I primed it and left it in the cold for too long. I put the contrast on it, and it just didn't stick to the model. I don't know if the contrast paint was not good. I shook it up pretty well.
That's weird. I've never had
I just
that.
got really pissed off, and I was like, because I just bought this contrast paint to use for this model. I sat down to do it.
What primer
and it
did you
just
use?
I used their primer.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did you dilute the
It had been sitting
contrast?
in my hobby room. It might have been cold. But
Did you-
what?
Dilute the contrast paint?
I did. That made it seem worse. It just did not. But it might have been the temperature and the fact that like the contrast paint, its properties change pretty quickly. I think.
I have never had that experience, so that's very strange. In fact, I don't even use their
Symbio
primer.
Joe says try the bluish. One thing that I'm hesitant about also is like you might make a happy discovery when you try to paint like that, but for me, I just want to stick with the stuff I like the look of and I know how to handle. So once I get this kind of handle on flesh, I don't really want to stray into bluish and either get myself into a place where I'm buying 100 blue paints just to figure out how to do this properly. Whereas, I don't know.
Buying 100 paints? That never happens.
No.
Alright.
If Mr. Pink, if you were painting the flesh, you could paint it the blue. You could do bluish. But...
Well, I'm just thinking like contrast.
Yeah.
Between like the red and like pink is another red.
But why does it need to contrast?
It's more interesting.
The model itself is interesting. It doesn't need to be more interesting.
That sounds like a lazy excuse.
If you make it too interesting.
That sounds like a lazy excuse.
It's just so interesting.
Lazy, lazy, lazy.
That's me.
Because I've just really like, for so long I was painting Tyranids green and like teal, and there's no contrast there. And then like when I started messing around with the cult, and I went with like green and red, the contrast is so interesting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Right. You're talking about not contrast paints.
No, I'm talking about
contrast.
Changes, differences between colors.
Right. Liz Mechanica wanted a clarification. Were you high on glue fumes or on marijuana?
I have no idea. I was probably just high on life. I was probably high on my painting ability. I'm like, fuck, I'm such a good painter. I should paint this.
Symbio Joe's emoticon was blocked.
What? What? Oh, is that supposed to be Hitler? Like, what the hell? It's just like a nerd. Why does it hate Symbio Joe so much? Okay.
Spookiest Bone Man, a strong design can be weakened by a boring paint job.
How do I make it so Symbio Joe's always... Oh, I thought there was a way I could make someone's like comments always advice. Okay. Put user in timeout. I don't want to add him as a moderator because bad things will happen, but... you suck, YouTube. Oh, well.
Adam Ware says, I paint everything in drab, realistic colors so it blends into the background and is ignored.
That's the way to go.
Make me the mod so I can go mad with power.
Just bans everyone and starts posting boobies. So one thing I wanted to do, Boyo, I want to sculpt more like stretched, distended flesh, like on random places on his legs.
Okay.
Because right now they're very like mechanical and very like thin.
Right.
But I wanted to like carry over more of that like horrific bio thing feel.
Yeah.
You down with that?
Give it a go. Give it a go.
Is there anything I'm not hitting that you want to make sure I hit on this?
What?
Is there anything I haven't like achieved that you want to make sure we achieve with it?
Maybe some more bone protrusions.
Oh, good idea.
I don't know. That's it.
Where would you like bone protrusions?
Speaking of bone protrusions.
Don't. Symbio Joe! Where would you like the bone protrusions?
Anywhere it fits. Along the left arm, on the left arm. I don't know.
Oh, that'll work. We got a lot of arm to work with.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Someone was just asking me how to sculpt horns, and I feel like that would be a good way to show it. But I don't really think of it as that interesting. It was me, Symbio Joe. He said, speaking of bone protrusions, and then I said Symbio Joe, because that sounded like a Symbio Joe joke.
Someone screaming. Hilarious.
So your birthday was pretty good?
Yeah, it was great. We went to Boiler, that model store.
Oh, nice. Did you get any presents?
Yeah. Kind of. Not really.
Was the present you got love?
Yes.
Was the present you got one that you bought for yourself?
Yeah, sure. I was in the other room, and all I could hear was my name. What did I get? I picked up a model at Boiler.
Yeah.
And also, the funny thing about Boiler is every time I buy a model there, they don't recognize me, or it's a new employee or something, and I think they've got a box full of those Space Marines in the back that they just give everybody. So every time I buy a model there, I get a Primera Space Marine.
Good man. Keep saving them.
Yeah.
You'll have an army in no time.
I think I've gotten 3 from them so far.
That's awesome. Is it that same one?
Yeah, same one with that special scenic base.
Yeah.
Yeah. thing I want to do with this one is take his bolter and put it on a older Space Marine and see what it looks like.
Oh, that'd be
if
funny.
They're holding the yeah.
And then give him one of the old Jess Goodwin bolters. That's what I really want to do that with the Primaris. I haven't done it yet because I wanted to make them like I want the Primaris to look bigger by having a smaller gun.
Okay. Right. Not a bad idea. Sorry.
Yeah.
What we're looking for.
Sorry, what did you buy though?
What are they called? It's that Underworlds. You know the Underworlds game?
Yep.
Warhammer Underworlds. I bought it's a box of 3 orcs.
Oh, the armored ones?
Yeah, but there's been multiple sets of orcs. But the bigger orcs.
Yeah, the Iron Jaws.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing with them?
I'm gonna convert the leader into a war boss.
An orc war boss?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing orc stuff.
I have a little orc force. I was thinking of, like, it was originally made for Shadow War.
I thought you were going to play it with your kids or something. Like, and by kids, I mean your students.
That's what I use the orcs for, too. But, I was just going to make it the leader of a Shadow War force, and I could leave that in Toronto if we ever wanted to play.
Oh, cool. If you can ever get to Toronto again.
Yes. What the heck is the difference here?
By the way, your kid is so freaking cute. The other day I wanted to show Dad something, and I was like, Dad, I have something to show you. And he's like, yeah? I'm like, it's not a video of your grandson. He's like, oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what do you think of those new orcs? Have you seen the Savage ones that they previewed? For Underworlds?
I've seen one. That's all they've shown,
Oh, right, yeah. There's a dude... Are you following Warboss Krugen yet?
Probably.
So he does a lot of, like, he'll keep track of all the rumor engines. And then when a rumor engine comes out or when they, like, show a new model, he'll, like, check the old rumor engines and let you know, like, if it was previewed. And he did this, like, kind of rumor engine arithmetic to figure out that they've actually shown, if there's only 3 orcs in that gang, they've already shown them all. In, like, silhouettes or... Like, they showed, like, silhouettes of, like, orcs from the Savage Orc crew. So we've already seen, like, one silhouette, and then I think there was something else that, like, kind of showed a silhouette of one of them. And then there was the one they previewed. So he's got a theory that we've already seen them all. In some form. Riveting stuff, really. So right here I'm trying to make a spinal column for this dude. I have to continue it onto his face. Oh shit. There we go. That's fine.
Oh, they also recently they did some articles about the next upcoming Necromunda gang.
Oh, they did?
But like they kind of announced that it's going to be Condor, and they showed some stuff, but they really didn't give you any information. Like it was fucking annoying.
Probably because it's delayed by COVID.
Yeah, but at the same time, like whenever they always have all this stuff to show you for Age of Sigmar or 40k, where they're just like, here, this is something we're having the back boilers. It'll be out in 2 years.
Yeah.
But for Necromunda, I think they don't have anything really ready. They just have ideas, concept sketches, so they don't have anything they can really show. So then don't fucking say anything. Say, okay, we're gonna do Condor. Here's some information, but it doesn't say and or show anything about it.
Yeah. What do you think it's going to be for Condor?
Redemptionist. Like there'll be like all the boxes. What they have is like a champion level guy, and then Jews. But they always make a new category of Jews as well.
Oh, they make champion level guys?
Yeah, each box is a champion.
Which one's the champion in the Escher box? The maiden lady?
The Escher box. It's the Death Maiden.
Oh, okay.
Ratskins or scabies.
That would be cool.
I don't know if they'll do Ratskins. I think they're worried they they don't have the cultural competence to do it properly.
Oh, because they were basically Native Americans?
I don't know. I don't want to go into that.
Okay. Scabies are okay. Scabies are just mutants, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
Everyone likes mutants.
I'm so sad they appear to have discontinued the Malanthrope. Oh, that's too bad. Do you have Malanthrope, Mr. Pink?
No, I don't like any of the Forge World Tyranids.
Okay.
Like, even the ones that I have, I don't like. Like the, well, I keep converting the hair duels into...
any of you. Oh.
I keep converting the hair duels into dominatrixes, and that's partially because I don't like the hair duels. Like what's it called? The flappy dude. The Harridan's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I've come to appreciate the tyrants that they did, but of course they're long gone. Like they did that winged tyrant, and they did like the walking tyrant, and they were pretty cool. But yeah, I've never liked the Forge World Tyranids. I think the closest I ever came was the those spores, those big floaty spores that are supposed to be up in the sky.
Right.
I love those. They're nice. But other than that, not really feeling it.
All right. Well.
Stone Crusher Claws. They were cool.
Okay.
But actually, the Trigon was pretty good. So I'm kind of jazzed that Darth Bob gave me one.
Are you still working on your drop pod? Drop pod.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Marco, Simon, and I are supposed to be working on these things like all month.
Okay.
I haven't done like a ton of work on it lately, but
the thing I don't understand is though I'm looking at your plates that you're working on. One of them you're making longer, and one of them you're making wider. Are they both for the same thing?
The wider one will also be longer. I'm starting by making it wider. So that one's going to be like the central plate on the drop pod. And then the longer one, there's going to be two longer ones, one on each side.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a central big fat long one, and then like two skinnier long ones on either side. And then I might do like I might put the normal plates like in the furthest out positions. So it's like 5 petals, sort of. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. And then that leaves me... Oh, wait, no. I can't use them all. Because I want to save one of them to be for the, like, gun pod thing that pops off of it. That I want to model. Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to save a plate for that. Oh, man, there's this dude in the UK. I saw it on Twitter today. He made a, like, streaming rig for his wife. Because she's, like, teaches people how to do, like, nails stuff. And it's basically this, like, plexi, like, white plexi box with, like, walls on the side. And then, like, a lid on top with a little hole cut in it. So you can just literally put your phone on the lid. And it shoots down through the hole to, like, stream what you're doing underneath. And then he put all these, like, LED lights in it. So it's got, like, this bright white light inside. And it's kind of like a light box that you would do for taking pictures. Except for it's got a hole in the top to stream in. And then it's got like a hole in the back or whatever. So it seems pretty cool, but I think I just talked myself into realizing that it's just a light box. So I should just, if I want to try something like that, I should just buy a light box and cut a hole in the top.
Right.
But then I wouldn't have this like bouncy mounted on my light thing. But I don't know. I don't need that shit. You guys doing anything exciting today? Boyo.
Anything exciting today? No. Grocery shopping.
Ooh, that's fun. Do you guys have a holiday this weekend or no?
A holiday this weekend?
Yeah, like holiday Monday?
We had a holiday on Thursday, and then Friday was the least productive day to go into work. God damn it, that was awful.
Oh, it was the least... Why? Because you were drunk? You were hungover?
No, because, like, you have a one-day holiday, and then you go back in for one day of
That's
work before
dumb.
the weekend. You're not going to accomplish anything at work that day.
That's a good point.
Jade Finstein has a heavy-duty tripod for overhead cam.
Yeah, that's cool.
Start reading that.
Doesn't have any lighting built in. That's the thing. Like my solution here is that I mount the camera on a light, so it's pretty good. I probably shouldn't. I don't need new shit. I'm just like, oh yeah, new shit. It'll be even better. But who cares?
You know, it sucks is that we used to have a big plexiglass.
Don't remind me. Don't
What
remind me.
Thing?
I have no idea. I think it got thrown out.
Thrown out? You can't throw a giant plexiglass box like that out.
Oh, I can throw out a lot of things. Don't you worry, my friend.
I bet Kurt has it.
Why would Kurt have it?
You would know if you had it, and you don't have it, and no one would throw it out.
I threw out a lot of stuff. I threw a lot of stuff out that was in the garage when I was trying to clean it out.
Yeah, but I don't think you threw it bad.
Like to the point where Dad was like, "Hey, I had a really expensive surveying thing. What did you do with it?" I'm like, "I think I threw it out."
Oh shit.
He was kind of pissed. Rightfully so. I think I kept the surveying thing, but I threw out the tripod it's supposed to go on. And he's like, "This is worthless without the tripod." I'm like, sorry. Shit. I went on like a spree. I was just like, I want all this shit out of here. No one else was doing it. I gotta remember how to sculpt spinal columns, man. Can someone put my video on? Haven't done this in a while. Okay. Something ball tool, maybe? So, with The Expanse, one of the authors and Wes Chatham, who plays Amos, they do a podcast now called Ty and That Guy, and it was cool.
Who is that guy?
It's Amos. You got to watch the series.
Oh, okay.
There's a scene where he goes to a character and he's like, "You are not that guy," and he says, "I am that guy," and then he does something horrible.
Oh, right.
You've seen that one, right?
Yeah.
So that's like the joke. But what they're doing in the podcast is they're going back through all the episodes and like talking about like the inspirations and stuff. So for the first episode, they talked a lot about Alien, and I didn't really realize all the like Alien inspiration in The Expanse, but there's a decent amount there. Like, and it's more like the idea that Ridley Scott made the people in Alien just like interstellar truck drivers. They weren't like heroes. They weren't like military. They were just like blue collar workers. Which of course you see a lot of that in The Expanse. But I learned a lot about the production of Alien that I didn't already know.
Very cool. I want them to talk about Stars My Destination more.
I don't think they're going to, Craig. They've literally never mentioned it. Like, I've watched a lot of shit that the authors do, and they've never mentioned it.
Okay.
And I feel like I tried to ask them a question about it when they did, like, the signing here in Toronto, and I think they were just, like, not really having it.
Alright. I gotta read some comments. I sort of feel like most curators are too soft and cuddly looking, all with huge eyes and big fat teeth. I agree with that. All lids would be way better without eyeballs. I think it's designed for heavy drum mics. This is the tripod that Jade Finch uses. It weighs like 60 pounds. Move your modeling to the center, please. I need to find a cheapish, numerous source insect-style wings for suitable for gargoyles. Want to do all my wing bids with insect wings. High Tyrant is sorted. Shrikes will use plague drone wings. I thought about mounting webcam in the underside of my desk light. Do it. I just restarted The Expanse from the beginning again the day after your unboxing.
Who's that?
I just started reading Expanse Book 5.
Who started watching The Expanse?
Jade Finch scene.
Nice.
Tower out of tennis ball tubes, cardboard, craft stick zip ties, tape stapled to cigar box full of coins to film my gaslight builds. Like at 2 a.m. last night. Oh my god, spooky as book, man, that's awesome.
I'm not loving this yet. Oh well. So you're still doing your Wordbearers army?
Pardon?
You're still working on your Wordbearers army?
Yeah, I found I picked up the special Wordbearers paint from GW, and I really liked the color. But then
It's
I
a
was
pretty
like,
good
fuck, I
color.
have to repaint all these guys I've painted already. They're not finished, but
Just paint the new
Nicholas
ones.
Tricadigio showed up.
Hey, Nick. Welcome. Just paint the new ones.
Yeah.
Don't paint the old ones.
I should be the
It's not worth it.
dress.
Okay, I'm going to find a sculpting tool. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oi.
Good evening. Spooky, you got all the critical parts there. Cigar, tape, balls, zip ties. Sure.
Hell?
That tool that you have right there, Mr. Pink, I think I have a similar one, but it's got that little nub and end, and on the other end is a blade tool. And I used that blade tool to cut this shitty Japanese epoxy putty, and it bent the metal tool. It was so hard.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Is it like epoxy putty that you use for like fixing drains and shit?
Pretty much. It was sold as modeling epoxy putty at the hardware store. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. It's overly sticky, but it dries super hard.
Nice.
It's a blue and white putty. Not that great. I still want to get that red stuff out of Korea, but I have to go and get it myself, I think.
What is this red stuff out of Korea?
There's a miniature guy. I can never remember his name because it's partially in Korean. But he uses a putty that it's red. It's a 2-part epoxy putty. And I talked to my buddy in Korea about finding it. He couldn't find it, but on Instagram, what's this guy's name?
I feel like maybe we've talked about this before.
I know, and every time I've searched him 1,000 times on my Instagram to try and figure out who he is. Anyway, I'll tell you later.
But what is so good about the red
It's
stuff?
I don't know, but he uses it and he makes great stuff, and I thought it'd be interesting for you to use.
I'd be down to try. It's a 2-part red epoxy putty. You're saying it's a 2-part red epoxy putty?
You can actually get it in different colors.
Well, red would be pretty cool because everyone uses green stuff. It's like, got some red stuff.
You can get peach stuff.
No. The lighter it is, the worse it is. As you can see in this video, you can't see any of the white stuff. It's too white.
Good point. It may be with an R, recluse or something. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. On Instagram, you follow him too, I think.
I do?
No, you don't. Ralcuse. Ralcuse. RALCUSAE.
Can you message it to me on Instagram, please?
I'm just going to screen cap it and send it to you. How's that?
Sure, whatever.
Cool. But he uses pink stuff, and he's getting a little bit out there. But actually, you probably won't. You'd probably look at his profile and just be like, yeah, because it's all Space Marines. But it's really cool Space Marine stuff.
Boring. Better be damn good. I mean, I like Space Marine stuff when it's interesting, but it better be damn interesting.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, he made a Obi-Wan Kenobi guy.
Cool.
There's that one Age of Sigmar head that kind of looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi with a mustache. His stuff is awesome. He's a really talented dude.
So it's putty you can only get in Korea?
Yeah.
Did you ask him about it, or what's the deal?
I did ask him about it. I think he was the one who told me there are multiple colors and stuff.
Yeah.
But I asked my buddy Mark to try and find it for me, and he's like, "Can't do it. Don't know where to go." So I'd have to go and get it myself.
Why don't you ask the Raul Kuseis guy if you can buy it online and then just ship it to Mark?
I see.
That's what I'd do.
Perhaps.
You got a big chonky spinal column there. Bring.
Oh, he did do a Tyrannid thing. Oh.
Bring. He did a Tyrannid thing? I'm interested. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry. There we go.
That's a nice spinal column.
It's pretty decent. So I'm going to continue it onto the back of the head, but I need... Oh, shit.
Blitz Mechanica says, thick spine.
It's a thick monster.
Well, after tonight's stream, you could put that back in a box and wait 1 year to work on it again.
Shut up! I want it done. I want it off my desk.
I don't mind. Take as long as you want, man.
I do mind.
Like I said, I'm not paying.
I gotta finish... That's not the only reason I do things. Thank you. You're like my wife.
No, but...
Oh, you're working on that? Oh, is that a commission? No. Then why are you doing it? Because I can do things for myself, damn it. We had words.
I can't believe you're going to put a freaking Dreadnought on the base of your goddamn...
It's going to be amazing. I should get that out and build that guy.
Oh my god. You're like, yeah, what could I put on the base?
Well, it was because someone on the stream was like, oh, legs at a weird angle? Put a Dreadnought under it. And then, like, my client was like, that's cool, I could put a Dreadnought on there. It would link it up to my Space Marine army. I'm like, alright. And then it was literally like, oh, Games Workshop, where do I get a Redemptor Dreadnought? They're like, haha, you don't. I'm like, what do you mean you don't? Like, haha, we don't have them now. If you buy the Dark Angel box, you can get one. I'm like, and I asked my client, he's like, yeah, I could use stuff in the Dark Angel box, buy one. I'm like, okay.
Oh, so you just sent him everything in there?
Yeah, when I send him the DOM, I'll just send him everything. I think he told me that I can keep the Overwatch, what's the fuck? Overwatch Chaplain dude.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, because I want to take him, and I want to get the Apothecary that has the other gun, and give him the two guns. He'll be two guns McGee.
2 guns, that's all? You just want him to hold 2 guns?
Yeah, he's going to look like that guy from Overwatch.
I can give you one of the guns. You don't have to buy the Apothecary.
You have the Apothecary gun?
No, I don't. I have the newer, what are they called?
He's got one of those guns?
Yeah, the newer
no, but is it
has the same gun.
Is it in the left hand?
I think it's in his right hand.
Because the Chaplain has it in his right hand, but the Apothecary has it in his left hand. So you buy them both.
I want that Apothecary if you buy it, though.
Yeah, sure. I just need the gun.
Mechanica. It's the Grim Reaper guy. I think his name is Grim or Reaper. I think his name is Reaper.
I think his name is Grim or Reaper. His name is Reaper.
Okay.
I think his name is Grim. Okay, I gotta go find some Tyrannid Gribbly Claw things to put on this dude.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm not sculpting him from scratch.
The fine folks. By the gods, I'm trying to kill worshippers of the corpse god, but I'm dummy thick. And clap of my cheeks keep alerting the gods.
Oh, are you talking about what's his name? Have you seen this yet, Craig?
What?
What's his name? Slanesh guy.
Oh, his butt?
Have you seen his butt?
I have. It's awesome. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh god, they did it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got some
Oh,
chaps.
Jesus.
So, what's his name? Vince Venturella got an advanced one, and he painted it. And he painted his butt as, like, pants. I'm like, no. I wanted to comment. Be like, Vince, you missed a spot.
Oh, that's a good point. You could just paint it as pants, but god damn it.
Amazing. It's so good.
Let's Mechanica, what do you think about the purple dice? Slanesh dice. They're pretty simple, but
They're
they're
pretty
nice.
boring. The dice are nice.
Yeah. One thing that's surprising with the Slanesh kits is there's that box of the guys in the armor. I haven't seen the Canadian price on it right now, but the Japanese price is fucking insane.
What is it?
I think it's 80 or 8,000 yen Japanese, which is $100 Canadian for a box that gives you 5 guys.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Yeah.
Are Japanese
the rest
prices?
all seem like okay.
Are Japanese prices generally higher?
They are. So maybe it'll be $80 Canadian. Maybe.
Okay, let's go see what Canada
lucky.
says. One sec. I'll look it up.
Sure.
Ugh.
Tom Box wants to know Peter Hanson's Insta.
Oh yeah, hook that up, Tom. Peter.
Gloss purple.
It's Peter Evil Eye, I think, Tom.
Oh, actually, I could do it right here.
Games Workshop.
Okay. Let's see. I tried to look at it on the Canadian website, but oh, wow. It knows what I like.
I think I just
But
got
last
it.
night it still hadn't. Japanese website had it, Canadian did.
Oh yeah, it doesn't show till noon, local time. I got it.
That's insane. That's so silly.
Well, that's why everyone was like posting it at like 11 o'clock last night because they were pulling up the Aussie store and finding out how dummy thick what's his face's cake is.
Sigvald.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
So they
Survey
hide
says
them.
Sigvald is
I like the
65
archer.
bucks. That's not bad. Am I on the Canadian site? I am. Sigvald is 65, and he seems pretty big.
$70 bucks.
You ruined it for me!
Box.
You bastard.
What?
Oh my god,
Sorry.
you could get the Bliss Barb Seekers for $10 more. That is what you should be spending your money on. They're amazing.
What are Bliss Barb
Oh
Seekers?
shit, but you know what?
Oh,
Craig, the story here is
Yeah.
that the Lord of Pain is 35 bucks. That's cheap.
what?
Games Workshop was like creeping up, and individual characters were like 50 bucks for like a Space Marine. 40, 50 bucks.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, okay, so if you look at the Slanesh stuff, their general, the Lord of Pain, he's only $35 Canadian, which
Right.
is cheap for Games Workshop because they've been doing a thing where like you buy like one Space Marine Captain dude, he's like 40 or 50 bucks.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, but yeah, 70 bucks for 5 guys. I know it's a dual kit, but I don't know. Like you can get the Fiends for 60 bucks.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell they're called, Slangors. You can get Rita.
They don't look that great either, actually, to be honest.
They're not.
I did the 360 view on them, and from behind, you're just like, ugh.
The angles
I
are
don't know.
awkward that they took them at. I don't know. I think that one in the
What?
box is the best one. The one in the Underworlds box.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this Bliss Barb Seekers is so cool. I like the archers, the Bliss Barb archers. Amazing.
Holy shit. The dice are $40?
Ew.
How big are those dice? 40
Just
bucks for
dice-sized
dice?
dice.
Jesus Christ. I love the mounts.
Yeah.
They're so cool, those creatures. My god.
They're very cool.
I don't know what the hell I would do with
convert
them.
without any humans on them, just running beasties?
But what would I do with them? Like make them into Kroot shit? Like I don't know.
No. Oh, that'd be good.
Kroot shit
They're
would
so
be
cool.
the only thing I could do with them.
posted some GIF of somebody who animated just the tongues on them. Oh god.
I saw it. I loved it. Yeah, it was real cool.
Peter Hampson says, "Oh, idea for sculpting tutorial video when you get the chance to those. Oh, insect bug wings. They're surprisingly tricky to get for some reason."
Peter, I already did it. Go watch the Nurgle video.
Yeah.
Literally, it's in there.
Symbio Joe told him.
Thanks, Symbio. You're the best.
Your kits are ridiculously overpriced.
Wait, he
Starts
did
the
say
night
that? Where did he say it? I don't see it.
What?
Oh, he did Sardish on Nurgle. Yeah, the Nurgle video is literally me for like 20 minutes being like, fuck, bug wings are hard to sculpt. Fuck, how am I going to do this? And then eventually I figure it out. Eventually.
Are you still on the GW website?
I have it up, yeah? What do you want me to do?
What do you think of there's the like non-mounted archery guys, and they have an extra model in it, which is like a dude crawling on the ground?
He's neat, but I don't like those
Yeah.
models. They're okay, but they're not like...
I like them.
The guy on the ground is actually my favorite part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know
It's
why.
11 models in that kit, which is interesting.
Well, that's cute. Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
I don't like their faces are nice. I think there's some like interesting different faces in there. I like the stabby thing that the boss has, the fork deal.
Yeah.
Should I be like showing these pictures? Hold on.
No, it's fine.
Well, I'm not sculpting.
I think the dude crawling is a halfling actually.
Hold on. What? Yeah, they've got like random halflings.
Whatever.
Oh, here we go.
His face does not look like that of a halfling, though.
Let's do this. Let's do this. We're here anyway. Let's fucking do this. Okay, so we got these guys. We got these guys.
Yes.
I think they're decent. That crawling guy is really cool. You think he's a halfling? Why do you think he's a halfling?
He is, I think.
Come on, are you kidding? I like their boss with her cool stabby thing. She's the biggity bomb. I just want her stabby thing.
If you can see his left leg, it looks like it's halfling sized.
Do they have a 360 on him? These ones are. Oh, here we go. I got it. Oh, he is a halfling, or something. He looks kind of stunted. Interesting that they have halflings because they have that halfling in the other one, right?
Yeah.
If he's not a halfling, his proportions are really fucked.
His face doesn't look like it's the right proportion for a halfling.
They're supposed to have bigger heads, but his legs are not human sized. That is for sure. Got a cool knife. Got a cool brazier.
Yeah.
Like, they're okay. I don't know. Something in the faces and heads looks rough for me.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I get it.
Their bows are cool.
Yeah.
Do they have?
And they're pretty nice positioned.
Are there bases? No, their bases. I can't wait for Games Workshop to release all of their models with like scenic bases.
Yeah.
Like they're doing like the rock thing, but
yeah. Ew, severed hands. What are you, Dark Eldar? Jesus.
Anyway, that's those guys. Yeah, like the Slanesh stuff's okay, but I wish that those dudes that are expensive, the $70 dudes, the 5 dudes in one squad, I wish that they were more sleek. They're very chonky. They're very like, look, we made what the hell are they called? We made Stormcast in Slanesh.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, they're just like Slanesh Stormcast. I want them to be like, they're Slanesh. They're supposed to be like lithe and pretty. Not
but that's what the guys with the archer with the bows are. They're light and pretty.
Yeah, they're okay. They still feel pretty chonky. I feel like Games Workshop can do like this.
Pleasing some people.
Hold on. Let's go look at Fatty McFatfat. Oh wait, did they release him yet? The guy in the chariot? Ah, there he is. Okay, so Blitz sent me this and he was like, "Hey, don't you love these guys? Like, look at them claws." But I feel like these claws are not great. Like for training purposes. Also, Sleeper Hit is that weird little halfling dude that is in there.
Yeah.
The guys pulling the cart might be interesting because they're big, like muscle-bound dudes. But and like some of the sculptures on the cart are cool, but I don't know. Yeah. Also, someone suggested that you could use the fat. Oh, I think it was Blitz who said that you could use the fatty guy as a patriarch.
Oh yeah.
That was the first thing that interested me about this kit because the rest I'm like, Like the mutants.
I'm looking at those $70 guys.
Yeah.
And on their backs, they have literally no detail. They look really cool from the front, but the back is just like, and he's wearing armor. You get the idea.
Interesting. Where's the fatty?
Yeah, their backs have nothing really. It'd be better if the models just had like assless chaps on the back.
That's the solution for everything. Assless chaps.
True.
Okay, what's going on in the comments?
Oh, sorry. Ignore it. Two blades are restocked online. Blitz mechanic can work on a commission. Maybe half.
Wait, what? Did you say Tyranids are restocked?
Tomb blades are restocked.
Oh, Blitz has been waiting for those for a while.
Okay.
They finally put them in the new boxes. I've been waiting for a Tyranid reboxing because I want to buy Harpy, but they've been out of stock forever. I think you can get them online,
Yeah.
but I was gonna buy it local.
But the store hasn't had them. All right. You know that saying, you should never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
You should never 360 your favorite models.
That bad, eh?
Yeah.
Why? What are you looking at? What are you 316? That's causing you harm.
Just those mere Midesh pain bringers. I liked them when I first saw them, but 316 them, yeah.
Yeah, they look chunky and like a couple of bits looked useful to me, but I did not love them. Spookiest Boneman says, I think the snake holding up the carriage is neat. I agree with that.
He wants it if you buy it.
Well, I'm not going to buy it, so it's not he, it's they.
Oh shit. You never checked out Flash Kits, did you, Mr. Pink?
Nope. Should we go watch it now?
Because they did, one of their most recent videos is about GME.
GME?
Yeah. GameStop.
Oh, okay.
And the protagonist in that video is this like protagonist? The villain is like this very large, blubbery stock dealer.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, oh, that'd be cool if you could make that guy as a model. He'd basically be that fat guy on the Palatine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't GME toast now? Like, didn't people sell and it's just gone?
I don't know if it happened yet because they keep saying just hold.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. What's it called? Is it Golden Ball? Did we talk about this on stream?
No. Diamond Hands.
No, the Golden Ball. It was like it's a British game show where it's like that whole is it a lot? It's not a logic problem. The thing where it's like, okay, so if you take the money, wait, how does it work? It's like if neither one of us takes the money, we'll get more money. But if either one of us takes the money, we'll get half the money. But if one of us takes the money and one of us doesn't take the money, then the other person's screwed. Like that kind of thing? Yeah. You ever heard this before?
No.
Okay, so it's kind of like I don't know if it's a logic problem or what it is, but the idea is that you have to, in order for you both to profit maximally, you both have to trust each other. Because if you and I are doing this and I tell you like, hey, Craig, tell them you're not going to take the money, and then I'll tell them that I'm not going to take the money too, and then we'll get double the money. But like, if you trust me and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll tell them I'm not going to take the money, then I could be like, ha, sucker, I'm totally going to tell them I'm taking the money, and then I take half of it.
I think the whole thing that fuels it isn't a thing of taking the money; it's fucking over Wall Street, and that is a super good motivation just to hold.
But you have to care about fucking over Wall Street more than you care about making money.
Wall Street Bets is all about.
Well, no, it's not. Wall Street Bets is just about making money on its crazy shit. But it's become this thing. It's become this like Robin Hood complex thing. But what I believe is that Games Workshop or GameStop stock got way up there, and they're like, hold. Well, I'll make more money if you hold. And some people were like, yeah, okay, sure, but I could make like $100 now, and I'm good with $100.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start selling, it's going to start like imploding.
Well, one of the things is that a certain company has to release some sort of financial data at one point, and they think that if they're still holding, the company's going to have to release data, and it's going to prove that the company has been selling more than they actually own. Like they've sold off more stocks that actually exist, and if that comes to light, that company's screwed basically.
Yeah, I've kind of read a bit about this. I kind of understand it, but
it's confusing. But all I know is hold.
Your GameStop shares that you bought?
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of which, I looked up Games Workshop stock. You know how much that's worth?
No.
$10,000 a share. Swear to God. It's a lot of money. I was like, maybe I'll buy one stock in Games Workshop. And I was like, nope. Can do a lot of good things with that.
A share?
It's riding high right now. Unless I misread it, I was kind of blown away myself. But I remember I was talking to someone when the whole like Games Workshop Warhammer for Everyone thing was happening, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, if you just buy a stock in Games Workshop, like you can call them on the investor line, and like they'll actually listen to you and shit like that." And I was talking to one of the charities that was trying to get them to like do more about Warhammer for Everyone, and they were like, "Yeah, we looked into buying a share, but it's way too expensive. We can't afford it." I'm like, "How bad could it be?" It's pretty bad.
Shit. Well, should have gone in on the base floor.
Yep. We were too busy buying plastic crack. What have we done with our lives?
True. I may have to disappear at some point. It's getting around the time where my kid wakes up.
Oh, okay. What time did you want to call this? This is your stream.
8.
How many minutes is that away?
That's 40 minutes away.
Okay.
Okay.
How is the kid? I saw that cute video of him blowing out the candles.
Oh, hilarious. But he's 2 years old, and 2-year-olds are monsters.
Terrible twos? You're feeling it?
Oh, yeah, already. Before he even turned 2, it was terrible.
Like, what do you mean? He's like testing you, or?
Yeah, one of the funny things right now is he refuses to take baths.
Just let him be stinky.
Last night, I spent 40 minutes trying to get him to go in the bath, and eventually it ended up with him not having a bath because we had to go out for dinner. So I was going to try to do a bath with him before we went out for dinner, and he just waited me out and won. What
a jerk.
Yeah.
Then you just go have a good time in the bath.
For the next year of him just being like, no, I can do what I want. I have power as a 2-year-old.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I saw your sister-in-law's video of him with those leaves. That was pretty cute.
Oh, that was so cute, actually. Yeah, we all went for a big old walk over to the mall.
Yeah.
And then coming back, I was carrying all the stuff on a sled, all the groceries. And then there have been like right now they're clearing all the snow, so there's big ass machines on every street.
Yeah.
And he spotted an excavator, and recently I put him on the excavator song, and he just started singing it. So my wife and her sister just went off to follow the excavator, and I came home by myself. And then
what's the excavator?
Maybe 20 minutes later with a leaf for me. He's like, here's a leaf. And it's like, what the hell? Okay, thank you.
What's the excavator song?
There's this YouTube guy called Flippy who does a bunch of kids content, and he makes these dumb songs, but the excavator song is probably his most popular song. And I played it for my kid, and my kid loved it, and also it teaches kids what an excavator or what that machine is actually called.
But that's like the worst name for it. It's so complicated.
Excavator?
I don't know. It feels like it.
Well, all those machines, like there's one called a front loader, and I didn't know what it was called for a while. I've recently only learned the name of it, but I just kept calling it a tractor. So my kid's like, that's a tractor, that's a tractor, that's a tractor, that's a tractor. It's like, yes, it is.
I think I'd call an excavator a backhoe, but I don't think that's accurate.
Well, the backhoe has that similar kind of arm on it, but an excavator only has that arm. A backhoe has a
bucket
shovel on one end and a mat arm on the other.
Yeah.
But an excavator can do a 360, right? A backhoe can't.
Oh. Gotcha.
I think just backhoes are more common in Toronto.
Yep. This is a riveting topic of conversation.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, everybody. Peter Hampson is ducking out.
Bye, Peter. Thanks for joining.
Has wheels. Jesus, Blitz Mechanica, they blocked your word use of hoe.
Got to put it all in one. Oh, that is not.
Actually, right. Presently, a lot of excavators have wheels nowadays, especially the ones that are here in Sapporo, because they got to drive pretty fucking far.
Yeah.
So they got to drive like cars. So most of them have wheels here.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them are actually going to have wheels in the future rather than the treads, because the treads, they can move slow as hell. And they're stable, but you can't transport it. You got to put it. You have to have another car to transport your treaded excavator.
Well, if you have rubber treads, you can drive it on the street, but it's not advisable.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
I'm just linking up some armor here. It's very riveting stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful. The treads rip up the road. True. So
you can get rubber treads.
Oh yeah.
Some of them have those. I feel like I'm sad that we invited Tom Box to the stream, because if he's still here, this is the most... I feel like this is not the most exciting stream, but I don't know. Maybe the streams are never exciting.
Sorry, Tom Box.
So, Tom, I'd love to have you on here sometime, so figure out your rig, and we'll get you doing video on here as well. Doing your cool chaos things.
I want to know if Tom Box's Dark Mechanicum army, is it supposed to be 40k? Could it be 30k?
Well, if he's here, maybe he can let you know.
Maybe he will.
I'm assuming it's going to be 40k. I didn't know Tom was into 30k. Is 30k Dark Mechanicum like an actual thing?
Well, they have a ton of rules for Mechanicum stuff.
Dark Mechanicum?
You just make it Mechanicum. You take Mechanicum rules and say it's Dark Mechanicum.
Gotcha.
There's no Mechanicum rules and Mechanicus rules in the Warhammer 40k. Jade Finchstein says, I'm definitely at the right place. Can we talk about rockets next?
Rockets?
Rockets. Pointy rockets.
This is what Jade Finch wants to talk about?
I guess. Oh, Jade Finchstein.
I'm lost.
The one thing also is I have to, like, I'm set up in the toilet right now. It's warm. It's warm. Oh, shoot. I'm going to run around, turn on all the heaters on this floor, though. I'll be back.
All right. Enjoy.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, my back.
This is why armor's a pain in the ass. You have to make it symmetrical. I really don't care. It's chaos, right? It doesn't need to be symmetrical.
True.
Oh, I thought you were leaving because you had to go turn on the heaters.
I am leaving. I have wireless headphones. I guess the microphone's on my
Fancy
headphones.
you.
Huh. I didn't know there was a microphone on these headphones.
There you go. Magic.
Magic of Bluetooth.
I believe in magic. Yo, have you seen The Witch? Your wife loves horror, right?
What?
Your wife loves horror movies? Does she not?
I think that changed.
Oh. Have you seen the film The Witch?
I think so.
My wife wants me to watch it. I'm worried it's going to be the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I've seen Hereditary, and I like that, and that was pretty scary.
Oh my god. Is it by the same person?
I don't think it's by the same person. I think it's by, like, the same, like, studio or something.
Okay. I tried to get Ikumi to watch Hereditary, but she's like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch this sloppy horror movie.
No accounting for taste. Alright, this is as good as you're going to get, because I hate sculpted armor. And I'm worried about putting my finger in the thing I just sculpted, because we know that happens. Whoa, is that your heater? It sounds so pleasant.
I have to turn the dial on radiators, then go to the central unit and turn it up. I think I'm all good now.
Thank you, Spooky S. Boneman. Has anyone seen The Witch? The Witch, not The Lich. The Witch. Has anyone seen The Witch?
The Witch.
The horror movie, The Witch. It's set in, like, the, I don't know, like, settler times or something, possibly in North America.
I'm pretty sure I have seen it.
There's a goat.
It's a blonde girl who gets accused of being a witch.
Maybe, I don't know about that part, but there's a goat in it, I think.
Yeah, I've rented it. I think I've watched it, but I didn't even pay attention at all.
Why?
I don't know why. I think
because you just made him money? What?
I don't remember. Oh, Blitz McKenna doesn't touch horror or anything.
Interesting.
The
I used to
Witch
not.
Is a slow burn, says Spooky S. Boneman.
What did Spooky S. Boneman say?
The Witch is a slow burn.
Is it like the most terrifying thing you've ever seen, or is it like it's okay? Because I am a bit of a wuss for horror movies. Not totally. I don't know. I'm a selective wuss. Like, when I was watching Signs, I almost left the theater because it was too intense. But I watched Hereditary and I was worried I'd be too scared, and it was fine.
Okay. Dude, I tracked down that those little figurines that are supposed to be the right scale for your Rossi.
Yes?
They are too small.
What? They're not the right scale?
They're 1/44th scale. I don't think that's... I think that's too small, but they're still pretty cool.
So, you're the only one who really is worried about this, so if you think they're okay, I think they're okay.
Fine. Yeah, I have only used one of them.
Where'd you get them?
Got a guy sitting down. You've got guys that are floating 0G, and they're all in spacesuits. I think there's no actual bare heads.
Nice. Thanks. Are they models or are they like toys?
What?
Are they models? Are they toys? Do they need to be painted?
They're statically posed models stuck all on one sprue. I'll send you a photo in a minute.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay, I think that's good enough for the armor.
Gotta read more comments. Let's see. Mostly intense family drama, really, is The Witch.
Really?
Couple of good scares, but nothing too bad.
Interesting. Thanks, spooky ass Boneman. So I just had to kind of mesh the armor down there. It's not that exciting.
Have you seen the summer? What is it?
Summer, yeah, Midsommar?
Yeah, you watched it?
Yes.
Nice.
It is good. That is by the same director as Hereditary. He is pretty talented.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, there's also a new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that. What's it called?
My life. I don't know. It's about these people who go to an island and everyone starts to age really, really quickly.
Hate each other?
Age.
Oh.
Get older very, very fast.
I thought you were talking about hate each other. I thought it was like Lord of the Flies or some shit.
No. But my wife loves M. Night Shyamalan.
Really?
Yeah.
I find that intriguing.
Did you see...
No.
What is it called? The one where the kids go to the grandparents?
No, I heard it's terrifying.
What?
Isn't it terrifying?
No. It's a good movie. You should love it.
Isn't it a horror?
Yeah, it's a horror, but it's a good movie. It's not terrifying.
Oh, cool. Okay. I gotta see that.
Yeah.
Because I used to love M. Night Shyamalan. I used to be
recommend it.
obsessed. Okay,
Yeah.
this is not... The setup's not ideal. Okay, let's try this.
If you enjoyed Midsommar, you'll probably enjoy The Witch fine.
Sounds good. Yeah, Midsommar was pretty good. It wasn't as good as Hereditary. I loved Hereditary. I'm obsessed with Hereditary. Like, I think Hereditary is a work of, like, cinematic genius. Did you watch it, Craig, just on your own?
No,
You
I'm
should.
scared to watch it.
Why?
You're the one who says you're too scared to watch
I did watch it.
The Witch.
Okay, yeah, but, like... Okay, I'll watch The Witch, and you can watch Hereditary. It's so good, Craig. It's so good. It's like... Do you ever watch The Shining?
No.
No? Why are we even brothers? You're the worst. Okay, so The Shining is a horror movie that is also cinematically brilliant. I would say that I got similar cinematic tingles from Hereditary, might even be better cinematically than The Shining, which is a bold statement, but it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's scary, but it's not... There's a few jump scares, but not a ton.
I don't think it's like that kind of scary movie. I'm worried that it's just going to stay with me and I'm going to be fucking...
Oh, terrified in your head?
my mind.
Yeah, I've been there. I know what that's like. It's good, though. It's really good. And there's, like, some shocking, disturbing stuff in it that isn't horror. It's just, like, really well shot and directed.
I know the entire story, though. I looked it up.
Oh, you're the worst. I hate you.
I know. I still haven't looked up the story for, what's the Korean movie that everybody's living?
Oh, Parasite?
Yeah, I haven't looked up the story for that yet.
I haven't watched that yet, but I really want to. I gotta do that.
I was looking forward to it. It came out on Netflix, and the Japanese Netflix doesn't have it with English subtitles.
Oh, bastards.
I
It
know.
came out... Here it's
It may
on
have
Crave.
changed by now.
What? Yo.
thumbnails of the Japanese earthquake today are from the one 7 years ago. Oh Jesus, Nick was there, or Mr. Pink was there for that one.
That could be a
Like 7 years
stupid.
ago.
That could be a stupid Western thing, though. That's not a Japanese. It's not 7 years ago. It's 9 years ago. 10 years ago. 10-year anniversary.
There was a big one in Sapporo like 4 or 3 years ago.
Okay. Well, if we're talking about Fukushima, Fukushima was going to be 10 years ago in March, 2011. Okay. That's when I was there. Not in Fukushima, but in Hokkaido.
Nowhere near it. On a mountain, snowboarding.
No. I was actually at work when it happened.
Really?
Yeah, I was at work, and I turned to well, first of all, my Japanese was not amazing, but I turned to the lady in the office manager, and I'm like, in Japanese, there was a huge earthquake in Tohoku, and she's like, not possible. We would have felt it. I'm like, okay, I'm going snowboarding. See you later. And then, like, I went in on Monday, and she was like, oh my god, you were right, there was a giant earthquake. I'm like, I know.
And she's like, what? You went snowboarding? You idiot. And you're like, what the fuck?
Well, my issue was I'm like, okay, I'm going to go snowboarding anyway. And, like, going snowboarding, I was going inland. Like, I was going further from the ocean. I live in a fishing town.
Right.
So, right. But the problem was, I was on the bus to go snowboarding, and there's all these signs up on the way there, and I couldn't really read them, but I'm pretty sure they were, like, rating the tsunami warning while we were driving along the coast to get inland.
I see.
Yeah. But honestly, like, I was very safe where I was. Right. I was not in Tohoku. I was north of Tohoku. Right. It was okay.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the epicenter, though, of the earthquake was actually out in the water, too.
Yeah, that's why I was worried about the tsunami.
Yeah.
But the thing with, like, the thumbnails of the earthquake being from 7 years ago or whatever, when I was in Japan, when the big one happened, near Fukushima, it was British news. We were watching the British news, and they were like, it is unclear. We do not know what part of Japan these images are coming from. This happened in northeastern Japan, and, like, I was on Hokkaido. I was in, like, the most northeastern you can be in Japan. And, like, we were fine. And it didn't happen in northeastern Japan. It happened in northeastern Honshu.
Yeah, Honshu.
Yeah, like the main island. So that was, like, false reporting. But then when they were reporting and they're like, we have no idea where this video is coming from. Like, literally in the top right-hand corner, it has the location in kanji. And it's like, can you not find someone who speaks Japanese to read kanji for you? Like, what the fuck?
There's nobody in the UK that can just tell you what that says.
It was the middle of the night, I guess. I don't know.
Alright.
So it was a bit
There's
ridiculous.
There are apps that can tell you what it says.
The problem, well, back then, not as much, man. But the problem is that, like, all my friends back home, they're like northeastern Japan. It's like, shit, Nick lives in northeastern Japan. Right. It's like, no, it's not northeastern Japan.
What I just told everybody is, if they don't say Sapporo, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sure hope you're not in Hakodate.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm trying to add some muscle to the leg here. What's that?
Nothing.
But yeah, it was weird to be there, like, when the Tohoku earthquake happened, because there was a lot of, like, my mom was freaking out because everything on the news is like nuclear meltdown and, like, didn't really explain what that meant, so I had to explain to her what that meant. But there was a lot of people who, like, left, even though we were in Hokkaido and we were not in any threat at all. And it just kind of made me feel shitty because there was all these Japanese people, like, where are they going to go? Like, this is their home. They can't leave. And you're like, oh, I'm going back to the States because I feel a little bit inconvenienced. It's like, okay, sure.
But I think it's just people coming to Japan with a certain expectation, and like, think about with the COVID situation, a lot of people just left because of that. And
I would say that COVID is more unpredictable than Tohoku. Like, Tohoku was like a regional disaster that was, like, constrained to a region. Like, COVID can get you anywhere.
But like, I'm locked in here with COVID. I'm sticking here.
Yeah, well, you have like a house and like a wife and a kid.
I only want to be in Japan for a year, and it looks like if I do decide to do that, I'm going to be stuck in there for at least more than that.
Yeah, I can get it. I see that.
Symbio Joe's old and sleepy. He's got to go. City within the fallout zone has been declared safe to return. A few people have.
Fukushima?
It was on a James A. May. James A. May. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea what we're talking about. Bye, Symbio Joe. Thanks for showing up, buddy. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully this wasn't too random for you.
Well, the silence erupting from Blitz Vincent Box.
He's probably gone.
Speaks volumes. He's gone. And probably very bored.
That's fine.
Sorry,
People are allowed to go. Go do your shit. I don't mind. I'm happy you checked in. Happy to see you when you're here. If you gotta go, you go. This is not terribly exciting. I don't know if the stream ever is, but people enjoy it. We talk good shit sometimes.
It's almost dinner time for Blitz Mechanica.
It's almost dinner time for me as well. I gotta go make some food for Dad because wifey's not eating anything. She's on a liquid diet.
Ooh. Is she loopy from meds?
She's not taking tons of meds because she's not in terrible pain, but she does have super meds if she wants them.
Lovely.
She was doing okay, but apparently the worst pain is going to be tomorrow and Monday.
Yeah.
But we've got
wisdom teeth removed?
one wisdom tooth.
Okay.
We've got a holiday here. It's family day, so
okay.
We got the time off, which is not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. So fun tip, when sculpting muscle, do whatever the fuck you want. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just like do some shit that looks vaguely musculatory and hope for the best.
Just paint it blue and nobody will know.
If I really wanted to, I would go look up a source image of musculature and try and emulate that, but that would only be if I was like really stumped as to like where to even start. Vaguely, I just kind of put some like ridges in it and put some like cuts in it and hope for the best and hope that Brother Pink doesn't really care.
Blitz Mechanica had all 4 of his wisdom teeth taken out. The morning after was the worst.
This is the thing. When she was going, she had one wisdom tooth that they needed to take out, and dentist is literally like dollar signs in his eyes. Oh, you should just get them all out while we're in there. And she's like, but do I need to? And he's like, no, but you should just do it. I mean, like, we're doing it anyway. You might as well. And she's like, okay, but like, do the other ones cause any trouble right now? He's like, no, but you know, you might as well. And she's like, no, I'm just going to do the one. Thank you. And I think he was like saucy with her afterwards because she wasn't giving him lots of money to do all her wisdom teeth. But she's very happy that she didn't do all her wisdom teeth because that would be hell.
Good call. I'm like.
Did you get your wisdom teeth out?
No, and I've been advised that I should, and I kind of want to, but my coworkers told me that in Japan they under medicate, and for us white guys, we experience pain on a different level than the Japanese do.
Okay, that's some bullshit. I don't know what that's based on.
No.
What is this bullshit about white guys experiencing pain?
Like, the Japanese teeth are easy for them to yank out, so they don't have to do that.
Why? Why?
When it gets to us, I don't know why. It's just the way
that sounds like racism, Craig.
The Japanese dentists had told this to my friend.
I think that's some Japanese racism, man.
Teeth, they don't come out as easily, and they have to fucking work at it, and they should be using more, and they don't prescribe them enough medication to cover the pain.
That sounds like some Japanese racism. That sounds like some Japanese people being like, "Oh, white people are big. They have big teeth." Like, I don't know that I believe that. But I do believe that the Japanese underprescribe for pain meds because they're like really worried about drugs. But right. Maybe that's okay because North America overprescribed. Like, do you know what they used to give people for tooth pain?
Oxycontin.
Exactly.
Right.
Which is not better. But I don't know that like foreign teeth are different from Japanese teeth. Like, we're all humans.
There are undeniable physiological differences between people, though.
Sure.
Height, size.
There's big Japanese people
the
too, though. Like, there's big Japanese
There's
people.
there's a thing that people in Japan, they experience more serious heart-related problems at a lower BMI than people from North America.
Oh, high density flab. I've heard that from my wife's Asian family members. They're like, yeah, Asian people don't get fat on the outside; they get fat on the inside.
Their teeth wear may be different due to different diet. Yeah.
True.
Due to different diet evolve.
That's possible. Sorry, got a little heated there on the random Japanese races.
I'm talking molars here.
Thought we were supposed to talk about rocket ships.
Rocket ships. Oh my god.
Didn't Jade Finch request rockets?
Jade Finch proposed rocket talk. Rocket talk with Mr. Pink. Speaking of rocket talk, how's the Rossi?
Oh, cool! It's on my shelf in here. I had to get it out of my workspace so I could work here.
Now, the one thing I was going to mention was, are you worried about it getting stolen?
No.
No?
No one fucking cares, man.
That'd be the first thing. I come in there like, what do I take?
The 3 computers?
Taking. I think the Rocinantes is a better steal.
Craig, it's only worth money to nerds. If they see a computer and they see a model of a spaceship, they're gonna take the computer, man.
I don't know.
Like, okay, so...
Also, you have that massive window.
No, it's... I should send you a picture. It's kind of a mess in here. Like, literally, my wife came in. You know, you've read Book 5 of The Expanse, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the ship that Naomi buys?
Nope.
Shetsumoka.
Okay.
So anyway, my wife comes in here and she's like, "Wow, it's like the Chetsumoka in here. You should just like put up some pipes and like put some like hash marks on the wall and pretend that it's like you're trying to replicate it." I'm like, "Thanks." Is that your way of saying that my studio is a mess? So yeah, the big window is kind of blocked. I put up those flags from the Expanse thing and they cover the window.
I see.
And like I even covered the like back window in the door with the UN flag.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
you
it's
use for it.
Not as obvious.
Rag.
Exactly. I was literally like, "What am I gonna do with this rag?"
The funny thing is that the UN flag is a legitimate flag, and you're like, "Oh, I hate the fucking UN. They're stupid because of a bloody fictional universe."
That's not the real UN flag.
What?
That's not the real flag of the UN. It's a modified version.
Yeah, but I think it's indistinguishable.
True, but like the UN is like the worst faction in the Expanse. They're like the rich Earthers who like exploit everybody.
Yeah. Is that it?
What?
What about the Breakaway Mars faction? They do some pretty fucking heinous stuff.
We
What
don't...
about the fucking Belters?
Spoilers!
Heinous stuff.
We don't have a flag for the Breakaway Mars people yet.
There's no.
Oh, they have their flag, but.
Right. Oh, so one thing that happened though is, like I watched somebody's breakdown of season 5.
Oh, dude, just watch the show. Don't watch the breakdown. You're gonna ruin it.
I've read the book. Ruin it.
Okay, this is what my friends say who like are like, "You've read the book. Why do you care about the TV show?" They still do things differently, and it's a good exciting surprise when it happens.
Oh, it's Blitz Mechanica Standard Time. Speaking of diet.
Bye, Blitz.
So at the end, I've never been able to wrap my head around what exactly the thing is that killed.
Oh no! Stop! First of all, don't do that because spoilers and shit. Also, look at me. I just shoved my thumb right in that fucking thing I just sculpted. I hate myself.
Spine?
God, I hate myself.
You idiot. Fix the spine and put... Actually, it looks cool, but fix the spine and put it down.
Yep, that's what I should do. And then we can get off the stream and you and I can talk Expanse.
Okay, fine. Also, if you need a shorthand name for her, her name is Marla.
Who are we talking about?
The
No, I call it Krav Maga.
Alright, fine.
Like the Israeli martial art thing.
Yes.
Because I couldn't remember
familiar
what
with
the name
Krav
was for
Maga
so long.
is.
This is how you resculpt spines.
Jesus. Great job, thumb boy. You're gonna put your thumb in something else in a minute, too.
Shit, you're right. God damn, I hate myself.
I'm surprised the kid's still asleep. Good job, kid. Actually, no, he stayed up super late last night with his aunt.
Because he's an ass? Oh, you said with his aunt?
Yeah.
Is he like, does he
they
like
got
love her?
Around... What?
Is he a big fan of her?
Oh, yeah. Loves
Good.
her.
Good.
Yeah.
Does she live near you guys?
Not really. Oh, Darth Bob showed up.
Hey Darth Bob, you just missed the Expanse spoiler. Good work.
Yes, good work. Hello. We were talking a lot about... Oh, actually, I'll ask Darth Bob the question we asked everybody already. If you had to swear on a book, maybe the Bible isn't for you, what is a book that has deep personal significance that you would swear on? Right? And Mr. Pink talked about different Warhammer codexes or different novels or a dictionary. Darth Bob, what would you be signed in on? Signed in on? Sworn in on. You could say the Bible. It would be the first person on here that said Bible, but you could say it. No judgment here.
Unless it's the Book of Judgment. You can go with that.
Did you fix it? Good one.
See what I did there?
Are there two Book of Judgments?
I have no idea.
There's the Warhammer Book of Judgment, or the Necromunda Book of Judgment.
Oh, damn! Look at you, getting those biblical references in Warhammer.
I didn't even make that connection till now. God.
Nor did I.
You don't have the Book of Judgment, do you? You have the Book of...
I have the Book of Peril. And
Peril. Ruin.
Which one's the one that has Scabs and what's-his-face on the cover?
That's Book of Peril.
Yeah, I bought that digitally.
Right.
When I was in this crazy Warhammer digital book buying kick, and I bought like the digital copy of like Kill Team when I was like, oh, I'm gonna play Kill Team, and I was like, read it, and I'm like, this is not cool. I thought Kill Team was gonna be like Shadow War. It's not.
Darth Bob says, I mean, if we're talking favorite book, probably it.
Oh, a bold choice.
That's a good choice.
It is a good book.
But it could also be like a manual, a technical manual, a codex, a rule book from a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition rule book or something, a monster manual, a white dwarf, very significant to you. I don't know. It's your swearing in. You can pick whatever you get.
Sounds like it's it.
You could be sworn in on the biography of Nicolas Cage if you like.
Is there such a thing?
Oh, Scratch Bashing is here.
Oh, your boyfriend showed up. Lucky you. Hey, Scratch Bashing, your favorite fan is here, Brother Pink.
Should I sign in? To what? Okay.
To the mythical Discord that we haven't created yet?
Oh. Good choice, Darth Bob. Good choice.
Did you still choose it?
It.
It's a good choice.
That's kind of like me in the skin of a lion.
Yep.
I just actually bought it for my coworker who's leaving as a gift.
Wait, who's leaving?
The Norwegian dude.
Really? Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, but he kind of wants to go, so.
So are they going to hire a new English teacher?
Yes, they are going to hire a new English teacher if they can. They need to, geez, but they don't have to.
Are you guys going to be on your own for a while?
Not really. The headmaster has a little bit of leeway, like, the Norwegian guy leaves in April, I guess,
yeah,
when the new year starts. So hopefully he can get somebody in there by then. but again, they're not going to be ready. Anyways, losing your English skills, buddies. Me? Losing my English skills? Probably. Oh. Not in.
Huh? What's going on?
Should I sign it? Sign in. I'm so confused. Scratch bashing.
It's because you're his biggest fan. He's gonna sign you something.
Shut up. Shut up. Anyways, unfortunately, Darth Bob and Scratch bashing, this thing is winding down. Mr. Pink has got to go eat, and I have a 2-year-old to go take care of in a minute.
Who, as we've discussed earlier, is a jerk.
You doing Wordbearers, or is this more of a generic possessed right now? No, it's the Wordbearers Dreadnought. It's the Mhara Gal. It's for 30k.
So I'll give you the rundown as he just showed up. So he's got plasma cannon here.
Stop sculpting.
Yeah, I think I'm done on the. Hold on, this looks done. I think I'm done on the the spinal column. So he's got a gun here from a forgefiend. He's got a oh shit, hold on. He's got a big plasma cannon here. Pew pew pew. Got a claw in the end, and then custom issue Mr. Pink original fucking Titanicus cannon. Oh, I'm on the screen. Plasma cannon thing. It's kind of like split. I can put some claws on the end of it. Pew pew pew. And then getting some like fleshy bits on the armor to try and make it more Mhara Gal. Putting some spinal column.
Idea, Mr. Pink.
Yeah.
Of that big plasma cannon.
Yeah.
What about where the arm comes down? If that morphs into like a Tyranid sighting talon going straight down.
What? You mean underneath it, like a bayonet?
Like, put the big plasma cannon arm back on.
One sec.
Sure.
Gotta check the flesh.
Don't
Flesh
push
is
it on the
weak.
head.
Well, I've got this flesh on here. I have to like do something with it, or else it'll just be a mess. And I'll
That's really cool.
cut it off later.
So, like, basically that plastic Nurgle arm, right?
Yeah.
Right where the wrist would be.
Yeah.
Would end in a scything talon going down, curving down, beside the plasma cannon.
Oh, I think I see what you're saying.
Right.
So, you want... Hold on.
I don't know. It's a suggestion.
You're thinking like a scything talon that comes down like here?
I'm saying yes, but I'm actually waiting for the time dilation
Hold
to
on.
catch up with you.
Hold on, I'm illustrating. Let's have that time dilation catch up. Oh, shit.
But what you're showing is it's going straight along that arm.
How
Like a
is the
spike.
plasma?
I'm thinking it should go
Which scything talon do I need one? I mean, Christ, I must have
going
enough of them.
downwards. Like it's
Pointing
curving
to the
back on
ground?
itself.
Why? Hold on. Good thing. Okay, I'm going to illustrate it with this little claw bit that I'm going to use for claw purposes. You want it going... Where are we? You want it going like this? Time dilation catching up yet?
Yeah. But that's not a siphon talon. That's a small, tiny hook.
Scything talon will be too big.
What about like a Hormigon?
Why do you want a scything talon curling down? Like it's like a finger from a hand? What are you trying to achieve?
I like what you're showing though. That Tyranid bit, just like a blade, like a close combat weapon underneath, like.
Yeah, but like
not
if it's
very
curling,
practical.
if it's curling down in a way, how is it a useful close combat weapon? Like I feel like something that's like a bayonet that like curls like towards the barrel.
You just raise the barrel up and bring it down. It's like you didn't know what it. I don't know.
Okay, I get what you mean. But now I'm loving the idea of like having a finger here because like then I can have like other fingers like further along the barrel or whatever.
That is really cool.
Because I want this to be partially a plasma gun and partially like a clawed hand.
Yeah, a claw. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I dug these bad boys out.
No, I like the earlier, not the bayonet style. Well, maybe if there's multiple fingers.
There's multiple fingers. Yeah, there's gonna be multiples.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Like, I want it like a try kind of... Okay, so like this one's got like the gribbly mouth bitey bit. But I want to have like 3 fingers on this barrel.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how they're going to be positioned, but I thought about like bottom and then left and right. But I don't know. Because I don't think the top works so well. But like... Anyway, I'll figure something out.
Sure.
All right, we should probably shut this down.
All right.
Because I got to go for dinner soon, and you got to go for kids soon.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. It was a bit of a random stream, but hopefully you enjoyed random banter and random dreadnoughts. I got to finish this.
Thank you, everybody, for celebrating my birthday with me.
Yeah, thanks for joining for the birthday stream.
Yeah.
I dropped by to make my joke. Take care, Pinks. What was his joke?
I don't know.
For your brother. Did you drop in because it was your birthday? I don't know.
I don't know.
He says, for your brother, should I sign it? Is that like a card? Is that the joke?
No, it isn't.
Trying too hard to understand scratch bashing.
Thank you, Spooky S1. Thank you, Darth Bob. What are you doing? You're going to put your thumb in it.
Shut up. I gotta cover these kneecaps. They look weird. They're supposed to have like plugs in them, but I don't have the plugs.
I see.
So I'm just like fleshing it up. I have extra putty. I gotta use it. And I figure if I keep it on my workspace, I'm not gonna shove my finger in it, which is famous last words that I'm totally gonna shove my finger in it.
But that isn't. So this workspace. Why are you over here instead of?
Because they got me a work computer and it's set up on my like main desk, and I can't stream from my work computer. I stream from my desktop, but my desktop was set up here for the Expanse stream, and I didn't want to move it back and blah blah blah.
Right. Gotcha.
Ideally, I'd like to keep my hobby space separate from my like day workspace because I get distracted by models when I should be working on day work, so that's not good.
Right.
But I still have to figure out because like I'm sitting on this like weird stool chair that is okay, but not amazing.
I'm sitting on a step stool.
You're sitting on a what?
I'm sitting on a step stool.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, fine.
Well, thanks for hanging out in the bathroom to do a stream with me.
I love it.
Good. And I'm glad you suggested this.
Yeah. Darth Bob is go wash some resin bits.
Enjoy. Hopefully they're authentic Forge World and not recasts, because I know you hate that. Okay. All right, I'm going to shut down the stream. But thank you all so much for rolling up and streaming with us. Happy birthday to you, Brother Pink.
Thank you.
And I will try to not put this thing in a box and wait another year before I finish it for you.
Right. Whatever.
Okay. All right. Yes, thank you all. Thank you, Spookiest Boneman, Darth Bob, Scratch Bashing. I think you're probably gone. Kajan, good to see you, man. Oh, he left. Blitz already left, and to all the people who already left. Yeah. Have a good one. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we'll see you on Wednesday night for another stream.